just tell you right now, I can't hear very well. I can't hear. Headphones through a hoodie don't work as well. Ha! Retrieving, that's funny. Because neither can Scopely. What's up, Beats? Hi, Kevin. Hello. 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 All right, I got a pre-roll dropping. 20 seconds. Get yourself sub. Wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. wow, 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 wow. Ba, 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 Hey, Paulo. I fixed it. Go do it, Paulo. I know you've been waiting. Paulo. Go do it. Paulo. Do it, Paulo. Do it! I didn't ignore you, Vic. Or did I? Maybe. Hi, Madrox. MJ. Lord Iscarid. Broken Wolf. Godfather Tribble. Odysseus. Camel. Ooh, Camel. Thanks for the raid, bro. Good morning from the UK. What's going on? Welcome in. Appreciate you guys being here. Good evening. Welcome in. All right, I want to play a different song now. This has still got like 12 seconds. Good evening. How is everybody? Hey, Griffin, how are you, buddy? Disaster. Oh, no. What did you do?
I spilled my ghost.
No. Are you serious? That's awful.
It went all over the mixer.
Oh, that's
what
bad.
A noob.
What a noob. Hey, speaking of noobs.
Yeah.
Mid-month patch launch today.
By a noob.
Hey, do you guys want to see something? Hi,
sure.
By the way. Hi. Oh.
Oh, no, they messed with DTI again? We got free DTI in the chat.
No. I mean, yes. But for Chronicles of the Ascendant.
Oh. Who cares?
MJ says,
you should have been done with that by now.
You're blurry. Can you fix...
No, dude, I am not blurry. I have proven to you my bandwidth is absolutely phenomenal here. It is your upload of my signal, which you then rebroadcast on Twitch. The same thing happened to poor... who are we talking to?
Oh, Memento. Can't hear you.
Leon.
I'm refreshing your screen.
Now what happened?
I got you back. Why didn't you go away?
What?
Hold on. Why didn't you go away? I hit the refresh button. Oh, now he went away.
What? Hello?
No, he's still blurry. You're still blurry. It's you.
I'm telling you, it's not me.
I think it is. Oh, now you look great. You fixed it, whatever you did.
It is your bandwidth, sir. I am broadcasting to you and your stupid little Twitch.
Green down, green.
You know what
green.
I've decided? I've decided that we've got this all backwards. You should be broadcasting to me, and I should be pumping this whole thing out with your stupid mountain internet.
Nah, I love my mountain internet. Hey, good evening, everybody. What's up, Tibbs? It's all DJ's fault that they changed Chronicles of the Ascendant. So, I plead the pack.
Yeah, you and your pack meetings.
I plead the pack. Good evening, everybody. Appreciate it. Welcome in. Sorry, I'm going to tell you. Oh, shush my face and check the Marvel Strike Force Christmas Angel campaign. Okay, I can do that. I'll tell you right now. We'll probably go a little bit shorter tonight, and I'm going to talk quieter. My voice hurts. I feel like I'm getting sick.
You know,
I got a sore throat.
By my math, there are a few openings on pack. I should get myself on pack. I can fix this game. No problem.
I feel.
I'll
you
fix
know
it
what?
all.
We all feel that way.
I'll fix it.
Power to you, brother.
Yeah, nothing's getting released without a good price tag on it.
Well, no, I've already got that on lock. Everything's good there. Don't even worry about that. We got that.
Are you chilly? You've got your hoodie on.
Yes.
I've got 29-degree weather here on the space station. I had to put on my spacesuit and
it's cold.
Cover
bro.
up all of my exotic plants outside because there's going to be frost tonight.
Yeah, it's cold. Hey, Benny Hill, retrieving. What's going on? Tricky says they ruined Chronicle the Ascendant. No, they changed it. Did they change it for the better? Not in players' eyes. Not in players' eyes, no. But I mean,
let me guess. Less things score now.
Yeah. But that's kind of been a pattern for them with a lot of events.
It has been.
So, listen. Here's the deal. I'm not going to say that they can't change scoring metrics, and whatever. That's a thing. But it's annoying. We're going to look at it. We're going to look at it tonight. See, Twab says, I've been saving those building mats for months. Now, in fairness, I know Scope League teaches you to hoard, but then they say they don't want you to hoard, but then they teach you to hoard anyway. There are certain things that are worth hoarding and other things that are not worth hoarding. I don't know. I'm torn on this one. How about they tell you in advance? 12-18, they don't tell you anything in advance.
Well, let me ask.
They never tell you anything in advance. So this is not.
Let me ask you guys this: who are complaining about the Chronicle of Ascendant scoring?
Why are you blurry
Is
again?
Syndicate one of the scoring metrics?
I don't know. I'm going to tell you why I don't know. Can I? Actually, you know what? I don't even want to tell you. I want to show you. I want to show you why I don't know. I know, Griffin's blurry again. I can't help it. It's his internet. I'm green all across the board.
It's because I transmit to a freaking mountain in the middle of the freaking, what is it called?
No, I'm downloading
the boondocks.
At 50 megabits. I'm uploading at 25 megabits. It ain't me, bro. It ain't me.
Oh, 50 and 25, huh? Wow, that's definitely my fault. Oh, wait.
Oh, now
I'm
you're clear.
downloading at
Now you're
1150 and uploading at 1290.
Well, then maybe Twitch is pooping itself because you keep going in and out, blurry and clear, whatever. Whatever. My throat
Well, I'll
hurts.
tell you what I'll do just to make Twitch happy. I will take myself down to the disgusting resolution of 720p.
Do you guys remember last winter when it was so cold in the studio that the touch buttons were randomly pressing themselves?
Yes.
Yeah, that's happening right now. That's how cold it is out here. It's freezing
on the East Coast.
This is what's happening right now. I can't even turn the pot up because it just.
Did you spill your Ghost on it?
No, I didn't drink Ghost tonight.
Just
I'm
me?
drinking Sprite.
Just me. Listen, if Syndicate is one of the scoring metrics, okay,
Lizard.
At least
Lizard.
You don't have your Syndicate maxed like a good whale would, because then you have even one less way to score in Chronicle of the Ascendant. So count your lucky stars, you at least get Syndicate points.
Lizard. Thank you. Thank you, Tony Pie. Listen, I have two different heaters in the studio right now. I refilled my gas tanks, so I've got the propane burner over there, and it's getting warm, but I didn't turn it on until I came out here. I didn't turn it on until I came out here because I don't want to waste gas. So I started it when I came out here, and it's going to take probably 5 or 10 minutes or 15 minutes for the studio to get warm. But I've also got a space heater right here in between my legs. And my hands are down there right now. And that's helping a little bit. It's a nice space heater. It's large.
Please keep your hands at keyboard level or above.
What?
We'll all thank you for that.
Did you just say?
I said I've got a...
Yeah. I didn't... No, you don't need to repeat it.
You just asked what I said. I was just going to tell you what I said.
No, I rhetorical.
Oh.
That was an opportunity for you to think about your disgusting comment and revise it.
That literally there's a space heater right here in between my feet under the desk, and I've got my hands.
That's not how you said it the first time.
Well, I know. Anyway, an electric blanket is what I need. It is cold out here. Anyway, good evening.
An electric blanket is actually a phenomenal idea. Why have you never thought of that? That would solve all of your problems.
I haven't thought of that. But anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm fine. It's going to warm up. It'll be warm in here in like 10 minutes. It'll be fine. Good evening, everybody. Appreciate you guys all being here. Nowhere, man. Thank you for the 40-month resub. Appreciate that. I think because I've spent so much time in the studio out here where it's cold is why I have a sore throat. Why I might be getting a cold. Or it might just be because the weather turned cold. I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet.
What an old fishwives' tale that is. Whether or not you get sick has nothing to do with the temperature. It has to do with you imbibing germs.
Imbibing
Or
germs?
screaming too much about Fortnite.
Microwave me, daddy. Yeah. Now, let me ask you this.
Ooh.
Next, you're going to tell me you believe that if you walk outside with wet hair, you're going to catch a cold.
Well, yeah, obviously you are. Your hair is going to freeze and your whole body turns cold. That's how you catch cold.
No, you catch a cold by having a virus enter your body.
Yeah, because
By a germ, like eating germs.
Because the cold receptors on your body are more susceptible when it's cold.
What?
Your cold receptors? Where is that? Is that next to the blinker fluid button on the car?
What dumbass biology did you take? Come on.
Exactly.
Wow,
Please.
big one right there. That's impressively large.
Mama always said that if I went outside and it was too cold, I was going to catch cold.
I need a new button immediately, and it goes.
We'll get copyrighted. That's right, Ballabomb. I live in West Virginia. Give me a break.
DJ.
Hey, what?
What is wrong with you?
I don't know. Good evening, Lieutenant
Cold
Bennett. Thank you.
receptors is just DJ speak for like the immune system doesn't work as well. In
Yes!
cold
But don't
temperature.
open it. Then later I can claim ignorance. Matters
That's
knew
not
what I was.
true, though.
Matters knew what I was saying. Thank
Okay,
you.
that's
Sig.
also completely false.
No, it's not.
Why do people get colds in the heat then? It's 95 degrees outside. You
They
can't
don't
catch
get a
cold.
cold in the heat. They get.
Yes,
they get.
they do.
No, that's not a cold. They get something else. All right, colds are.
No,
Are you trying to make?
Tarpitude,
Are
this
you
might
trying
be
to make a
worse than my
warm
pee in the
weather
water
joke right
problem.
now?
This is a new level.
No, wait.
Yeah,
I didn't
Don't
get a cold
copy
for 4
Cruzito.
years.
Cruzito, don't gang up on me. All right, listen, I have always had your back, Cruzito, when it comes to attacking this guy. Okay? You don't get to gang up on me now. All right? This is probably
Yes, we do.
because Griffin sabotaged me by sending me some shelf-ass stable warm milk from the space station, and then I drank it because I ate hot jelly beans, and now I feel sick.
That's perfectly
Hot
acceptable
jelly.
milk for you to drink.
No, it's not. You killed me. This is my
Just keep
third
drinking.
life. Anyway,
Well,
hi, Kaboom
Anyhow.
Wally. He says yawn. I know. That's what I wish I could do is go take a nap. Anyway, I want to show you something. Here's why I haven't done anything in the game. Earlier this morning, I was told that I sounded the alarm by saying that outposts weren't working. Now, here's the problem with that, okay? I later made an announcement asking for other people to send me examples of their outposts not working. I didn't get any.
there was one other I saw. You're not completely on your own island.
Well, here's the deal. I'm still broken. Okay? I now.
Who's getting smacked?
Me.
Oh, the
I'm getting
outpost
smacked.
is.
Thank
Perfect.
you. Thank you. No, I'm still broken. I just want to point out, okay? I want to point out, Vic, this is the thing. This is the thing right here. That was kind of my slightly smart alecky response. Well, DJs, nobody else has turned in any reports. Well, that should tell you something, first of all.
Oh, wow.
Second of all, okay, my outpost is clearly not working. And I want to point out the fact that it still states that I'm defending the outpost. It still states that I have an attack incoming. I still have 5 hostiles left, but this was the outpost that I started 19 hours ago. Now,
Yeah.
I have all of the. Cruzito said, why would you do an outpost during maintenance? Because that's what I do. I stress test crap. Okay? But nonetheless, I ran an outpost last night. And was I running the outpost when the maintenance happened? Absolutely, I was. Yep, you damn straight I did. Okay? And I am still stuck in this outpost 19 hours later. But
Well, you know what they say,
I
DJs?
was
It
told-
sucks to suck.
I was told that I was the only person in the whole freaking galaxy that reported this problem today. Now, me personally, I feel like they reintroduced the bug because the symptoms and everything that it's doing is exactly the same as it was last week. So yes. I think that that the same thing happened, and I'm told that I need more examples. So
we ain't found shit.
Well, that's what the Scopely engineers told me. All right. So I made a Discord announcement earlier today that if anybody has an actively stuck outpost right now after maintenance, that I would like for you to DM me. The problem is nobody DM me.
Well, there you go. That's a you problem.
It could be a me problem. Okay. Could be a me problem. But if it's not a me problem, then please send me a DM so I don't sound crazy. All right.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, how much trouble are you in for telling people not to engage in the new features?
They were a little bit fussy at me about it. They were.
I bet you they were.
They were like, "Why are you sounding the alarm? They're fine." I'm like, "No, they're not freaking fine. Look at my screen." I gave them my login. I said, "Look at my player ID. Look." But I was the only person. I'm the only one in the freaking galaxy, apparently.
DJ, I assume that you started it. I assume that you started your outpost around 2 a.m. last night. You said 19 hours ago. And you only have 5 hostiles left, so that would have been 5 hours and 30 minutes, essentially, into it.
Right here, 19 hours and 38 minutes ago. Yeah.
Yeah. So could it be that at the moment that your hostile was incoming and trying to attack you, that the servers came up live and that was the glitch, that it messed that up during that 5 or 10 seconds?
Fine.
It lines up pretty perfectly.
If that's what happened, which I'm totally willing to accept, then how about we freaking own it and we communicate it and roll on, okay? Instead, they've told me that there's nothing wrong.
And you're just stuck for the rest of your life.
All right. They're telling me that I'm the only person in the world that has this problem. And I can't get any resolution on what's actually happening.
They're telling you to get out and push.
I'm going to leave my account just like this. I'm leaving it just like this until somebody tells me I'm not crazy.
Get out and push.
Can't they just give you the directives and you can recall them?
No, because I want acknowledgement of the problem. I'm going to be stubborn on this. This is Disco Prime for me all over again, Matters. My account is going to stay like this until they do something about it.
Man.
No.
What happens if you what happens if you recall the Crenshaw?
Oh, it'll end. I know it will.
Okay? Oh, okay.
Paulo says you're crazy. Give up that bug. No, I'm sick of sweeping bugs under the rug, man. I am.
No, but that's not even just a bug. They updated the client, and the hostile disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
So the attacks froze and stopped. I bet a bunch of people that were auto grinding, their attacks disappeared too.
Yeah,
but nobody cares except you.
Mord says that my stubbornness is silly and that a lot of players didn't run them today, so Scopely should be mad at me. Mord, I disagree wholeheartedly. Disagree with that 1,000%.
Mad at him.
Okay? Disagree with that 1,000%.
They should not be mad at you.
No, I didn't say they were mad at me. Let me rephrase. They're not mad at me. They think that I was premature in telling people that they broke Outpost again. I'm like, you haven't told me that you didn't break Outpost again. Here's my theory. I think nobody's running them. To be perfectly honest with you.
Well, let me get this straight. You think that nobody in your community is running them because you did, in fact, send an announcement saying don't run them because they're broken.
I think nobody was running them overnight.
That nobody is sending you proof that they're not broken?
No, I think nobody was running them overnight.
Oh, well, yeah, that very well may be the case. I believe that you have successfully proven that the outpost cannot survive a client update. The outpost cannot survive a client update. The hostile will break. You've got to recall that thing and just, do your dailies.
Oh, thank God.
Is this just an elaborate excuse not to do your dailies?
No, somebody just sent me proof. Thank you. Hey, will you also send me your player ID so I can add you to my bug report? Thank you.
He's going to add you to his list of successful people today.
Now, listen, let me just point out, if it's not just me, then that means my theory was right and something happened during maintenance and the config file got messed up on these things again, which is what I believe.
They simply updated the client and it can't survive a client update. I believe that. I wholeheartedly believe that.
Well, then don't tell me there's nothing wrong. I was very aggravated about this today. And for the record,
what you thought was wrong is not wrong. Something entirely different is wrong.
Well, it could be. All right. This has nothing to do with the client. This runs on the server side. All right. They didn't take servers down, which is exactly why people are still able to mine. Servers went into maintenance. No. Players still mine during maintenance.
No. The hostile has to show up on your client. Yes, they do run on the server. I'm not saying no to that, but it does still have to sync with your client.
No, it does not.
Updating from one client version.
Nope. Sure doesn't. That's why this can run when your client.
You?
Absolutely. That's why this can run when your client is offline. Shut down your client, and this still runs. Doesn't require a client. Okay, you can still mine during maintenance. All right, you can switch devices. All right, I'm telling you, I'm not crazy. I know this game better than 90% of the people that work there. All right, I'm telling you,
probably more than 99% of the people.
Probably so. All right. And I got to be honest with you, I'm not a super huge fan of being told there's nothing wrong with my account. All right? Which is why I have purposely and now will willfully, intentionally not touch my account until it's fixed.
Oh, all right? Boy.
Nope.
There's no way for them to fix this for you.
Yes, they can.
You've got to end that.
They can look at my engineering logs and they can tell me what happened. All right? Now,
okay. So you're not expecting them to complete that outpost. You're just expecting them to tell you that there's a problem.
I want to know what. I want to know. Yes.
Okay.
I want some accountability. I want some acknowledgement of the problem. I'm tired of silence. I'm tired of no announcements. I'm tired of saying that there's nothing wrong. Okay. Look at this month's mid-month patch. All right, we're going to talk about Crucible here in a minute. By the way, somebody says, let's talk about raiding. Still broken. Yep. Okay. When was the last time anybody successfully raided? What, 2 weeks ago? Rick says, welcome to the world of the average player. Yeah, I get it. Which is why I'm drawing a line in the sand. Okay? This should not be the normal experience. This is getting ridiculous. It's literally getting ridiculous. We talked about this the other night. Griffin, Tuesday or Sunday? No, today's Tuesday. Sunday? About how Scopely's going to get their head out of the sand and do something about their problem. Because they've got a problem. And it was exemplified to me today by saying, well, golly, gee willikers. I'm very aggravated about it.
I can tell.
Rating still doesn't work. I haven't tried to mine in the Veil today. I'm assuming that is working, the auto recall thing. They said that they work. As a matter of fact, that's what I was going to talk about in the mid-month patch notes. There's this wonderfully long, ridiculously detailed article that talks about the mid-month patch notes today that addresses literally absolutely nothing.
Yeah, it was definitely a lot of. There's one thing it addressed.
That's a lot of words.
Which was at the very end.
That's a lot of words for nothing.
So what you're telling me, DJs, is Puck has ruined another feature.
Yep.
Not surprised.
Me neither.
But in all honesty, there is a simple conclusion. Scopely is dumb.
You know, can I give you guys a glaring admission?
Yes, please go right ahead.
A year ago, I spent a month or two playing Monopoly Go. You remember when we did campaign?
Yeah, you outspent me to level 30 first, you big jerk, after you said we weren't going to spend.
Yeah, Monopoly Go was interesting. You know, now there was a lot of monetization. There was. But the game worked. Everything worked. Nothing was bugged. Nothing broke. And then you know that my kids love Stumble Guys.
Oh, yeah.
My nieces and nephews love Stumble Guys. Every time I visit them, they always want to play Stumble Guys tournaments together because you can play like 32 people in one, and you can party up and you can play 32 people. It's a lot. It's a great party game.
Stumble Guys also a Scopely property.
So is Monopoly Go. And now we're doing this Marvel Strike Force campaign. And again, I have always said, I don't care that a company tries to make money. I don't care that a company tries to make money. I'm fine with them selling whatever it is that they want to sell. I'm fine with Fleet Command selling whatever it is that they want to sell. You can stock the shelves deep. I don't care. It gives me choice. It gives me an opportunity to spend on what I want to spend on and not spend on what I don't want to spend on. But you know what? I've spent probably 15 hours playing Marvel Strike Force now. My client has crashed out one time. And that game, kind of crazy, it kind of works. So that got me thinking. I don't know, this is not really the topic for tonight, but it's going to lead in nicely, I promise. It kind of leads me to believe that Scopely isn't the problem. Now, before anybody takes my head off with this, let me clarify. Okay? Scopely has over a dozen games. And while, yes, they are all extremely heavily monetized, okay, that is a problem sometimes. But my problem with Fleet Command is its ability to work. Okay?
Is that more accurately laying the problem at the feet of Digit?
It is.
Or is that not their part?
No,
it is.
It 1,000% is. The more that I look at this and the more that I look at Scopely and the more I look at Scopely's other products, I realize that this is not a Scopely problem. It is a Scopely problem. Don't get me wrong. But this is not a Scopely business problem. This is a fundamental problem of Digit. And yes, it is Stradalorian Scopely's problem now. They do own it. They've got to fix it. All right. But the more I play these games and I look at other games in the market and even, chatted with Bubba Joe here several weeks ago about Galaxy of Heroes, which is, I think, the Star Wars that he's playing. They all have bugs. We all have bugs, and that's going to happen. But your ability to respond to them, your ability to fix them, your ability to give some semblance of customer satisfaction, your ability to I don't know, version control and problems not.
You're the best. Give me hugs.
Thank you, Sig. This seems very isolated to Fleet Command. This seems extremely isolated to Fleet Command. And it's starting to actually make me wonder about whether or not this is actually a Scopely problem or if this is actually a Digit problem. All right.
Well, we've been blaming the engineering for quite some time. We always lay the problem at the feet of the engineers.
Well, the people who built this game are Digit.
Well,
yeah, DJ,
you have to remember.
Distinctly remember.
Oh, go ahead, Putz.
I distinctly remember Ripper talking several years ago about Scopely and Digit and how they came together, and that Scopely never really integrated Digit, and they kind of just left them keep doing what you're doing and just give us the product. Where I think all of their other games, they have incorporated, the original design team or whatever company that they bought to get that title or whatever. And I think that we are still seeing the remnants of Scopely not fully integrating Digit underneath them and letting them still run and do lots of stuff in the game.
Well, that may be. I don't know their business workings. I'm not going to claim to know it. What I'm going to simply say is I kind of and I guess what I'm saying is, we've always kind of joked that we would never play another Scopely game. Yet I've played 3 or 4 of them, and you know what? They're actually not bad. This is a Fleet Command problem, and it makes me even kind of more fussy about it. All right, because this is not necessarily like a massive Scopely's just out to rip everybody a new one. Like, this is a fundamental problem with this game, and it pisses me off because this is the game that I love. For example, like this prompted my thought the other day, and I don't remember who sent this to me. I'm going to put this up on your screen. I think this is hilarious. This was an announcement that actually came out of Marvel Strike Force. Okay, and for the
game stuck.
Yeah, game stuck. What's happening here?
While you sort that out, I'll make the point that I was trying to make around time Putz was. I will hearken you back to an interview that the GM before Connor gave, quality over quantity gave. And I don't think it was that interview, but it was around the same time. And remember what he said about the history of Star Trek Fleet Command, which was that originally they had never intended to go outside of the Kelvin universe. It was never intended to have a PC version. The original intention of the game changed as it became more and more wildly popular and successful, thanks in no small part, in my opinion, to the content creators that had the love and passion for it, such as yourself, UltimatDJz, such as RevDeuce, and a few others at the time. That literally caused this game to explode because of its popularity on the how-to videos that we're all consuming on YouTube and via podcast. And it turned into the monster that we know it to be today, which is why I was not joking when I was saying they should really just make a new client from the ground up and compensate players to port over with the amount that they spent on the first client. Because we are seeing day in and day out how more and more difficult it is for Digit to execute client-side and server-side updates of meaning. And, you know, how many days are we going to wake up to things that used to work no longer working, or new features being added that aren't working as intended, or et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. This is the problem. It was just never intended to get this big, but here we are. And what have we done about it? What are we going to do about it?
I'm going to read the in-game news. I am going to read the in-game news. You guys give me a second. I'm trying to finish the thought. All right, I see your chats. I will read it. This is something I want to share with you guys. And by the way, I lovingly threw this into Fleet Command's dev chat. When did I do this? Last night matters because somebody sent it to me while we were playing Fortnite last night. I want to read you something. This is from Marvel Strike Force from their in-game news. Let's see how this in-game news differs from what we experience here inside Fleet Command. Certain types of in-game currencies have been retired. Matters. Any balances you may have had for previous chapters' currencies, alliance credits, and ultra credits have been converted to shop credits, while balances for Battle World credits have been converted to ISO 8 credits.
Oh, good. Wow. You can convert old stuff to new stuff? In-game currencies? What?
This can't possibly be a Scopely game. Hang on, let me read this again. Again, certain types of in-game currencies have been retired. Any balances you may have had for previous currencies have been converted?
Hairball.
Wow, it's interesting. So I took this screenshot and I sent it to dev chat for Fleet Command. And I wrote, I'm just going to drop this in here with love. And by the way, I am not lying. I'm going to show you the screenshot where I actually did this. And I even put a little tag on it and wrote, with love, your pals at Marvel Strike Force. You guys think I'm kidding. I'm actually not. All right.
Should have said your brothers and sisters.
And this started to make me kind of wonder, is it a Scopely problem? Is it?
Oh my gosh. My name is Beck and I like plants and I'm a valley girl and listen to me do all the things on Rev Show.
God bless it. It's not. It's still my show. I mean, I think. Anyway, I think it is. Anyway, so I dropped this in. All right. And obviously I got no response. And that's fine. I think my displeasure is very, very widely known right now. I am. So.
You should have sent that to Connor.
I think I foobot this.
Well, as it turns out, as it turns out, I have a phone call tomorrow morning with GM Connor at 10 a.m. Eastern time.
Oh, good.
And they asked about it. I don't remember, earlier today, or it might have been yesterday, and they asked if I would be available, and I said, "Ooh, hold on, I'm going to screenshot this response as well, just because I believe in transparency, guys. I feel like I've earned that from you guys. I feel like I've earned that credibility and that reputation. I like transparency." This was my
You're
response.
acting weird. I think I should be on this conference call so you don't say anything stupid.
Oh, I can promise I'm probably going to say something stupid.
I know you are. Wildly stupid.
This was my response.
Wouldn't miss this one for the world. Oh, no.
I have a very long list. Now, it doesn't matter who laughed. Okay? Doesn't matter. The point is if anything, and I think I'm saying this politely, and I think I'm saying this professionally, but I'm saying it passionately from a place that a lot of you guys are in. I'm very aggravated. I know Griffin, who is the eternal optimist, who still enjoys the game enough to spend obscene amounts of money, is frustrated. And you guys are all frustrated. And I have a feeling that it's only going to be worse here, Griffin, as we read this in-game news live together. Here's a reaction video, because I haven't read it. Vengeance updates.
Okay, this is about the oh no, not the Vengeance one. They just change that every week. They're drunk on that. Who cares? Read the one that just came out.
Scoring update for Chronicles of the Ascendant. Okay. We have some updates we want to share with you. An update 84 compensation chest. We're working on a compensation chest for the issues that occurred during DS9 Retribution Arc launch. More details about the chest contents will be shared tomorrow. Okay. So, one of the things that I have a problem with are communications that aren't really communications. Like, I appreciate them taking the time to write something, right? But, like, the blog post had absolutely nothing of merit in it. Like, nothing. You already told us you were going to give us a comp chest. And you know what? I'm being a hypocrite. I can't complain about communication. That's fine. But there's nothing there. Okay, so moving on. Chronicles of the Ascendant scoring. Wanted to give players a heads up about scoring changes coming to some of the upcoming Chronicles of Ascendance events. All right, so the Anomalous Insights, SMS SLB, scoring items removed. Mirror Dust. Uncommon artifacts. What does that even mean?
That means spending to upgrade the uncommon artifacts. Used to score, and now they don't.
Okay. Forbidden Tech, Proto Matter, and Tirib Catalyst, Chaos Matter. So wait, isn't that like everything?
No, you can still get syndicate points.
Yeah, like I said, DJ, like they are eliminating over half of all of the scoring metrics.
Well, hang on.
This time around.
This is okay. Hold on. So this event must start tomorrow, right? Because this announcement just came 23 minutes ago. So this event must be starting tomorrow, and they're giving players an advanced communication heads up about the scoring changes, right?
Yes, and I praise them for that. Good job. Thank you for at least letting us know. But it does not excuse the fact that today, 11 out of 16 metrics are no longer available, and it looks like over half of tomorrow's metrics from the last time, from basically every time it's ever ran, will be taken away. And on day 3, over half of the metrics will be taken away. But they did add one or two things.
Shut the hell up! It's not even Karkin. Those poor puns.
Okay. I'm channeling the inner Karkin right now.
Oh, so wait, are any of these talking about today? What's today's event called? Is it anomalous insight or is it Starship Ascendancy? Because
that's messed up.
Because I've got a bigger problem with today. So okay, I've got two.
We have Foundations of Power today.
Foundations of Power, which by the way also changed. Okay, that also changed, and I'm assuming that didn't make it into this announcement because
oh my
they launched
God!
the
It
event.
scores by upgrading the outpost. What if you've already upgraded the outpost? Oh man!
Hey, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, man. You can still go and spend an ass ton of materials. It's fine.
No.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Hey, you know what? It's heroic. It's heroic, so you have to spend on it. Materials, that's great. Outpost and Recon Locus and Transigen Forge and Wrath credits. Well, damn, we're swimming in those. Hey, wait a second. I think there's something wrong with this. Didn't it say that Outpost control cores were at like 13,000 points earlier today?
Yeah. Why?
Well, that's weird because now it only says 1,078 points.
What? You can't during the event we changed the scoring?
Yeah.
No.
I think what happened was 3 hours in, after players had purchased packs for the Outpost building and the scoring wasn't correct, then they changed the tooltip and
oh no, we're gonna get sued.
Now, again, I'm not the one sowing seeds of discontent. Okay, it's not me. This falls squarely at your feet, Scopely. This is stupid. Okay? And not only that, but it took you 3 hours. And your response to players who bought packs for this was to close their ticket, give no response, and basically just leave them to fend for themselves. All right? I've had over a dozen messages today about this.
How many of them said bait and switch?
Well, here's the thing, okay? This is why I said that I have a couple of perspectives. When it comes down to event design, Scopely has the right to change metrics. Tarp, you and I were talking about this earlier. They have the right to change metrics whenever they want if the metrics are properly disclosed. And by the way, advance notice is courteous, not necessary. The event descriptions are the event descriptions. Now, when we get an event like this, we do come to expect patterns. I get that, and I think we all get that. I think that if you were talking about Alliance tournaments, we come to expect patterns. So when an event comes out, we know how to play in it. We know how to plan for it. When we look at a calendar, the reason that we have an events calendar is so that players can plan and know what's happening when, and to be able to coordinate what their activities are in the game. So when we see an event that we expect to come a certain way, we would expect it to come in the ways that it's come before. Now, they do have the right to change event mechanics, scoring metrics, hooks, milestones, inflations, point values, monetization goals. They have all those rights. They can do that if they want. They do that at their own risk and with their, I don't even want to say reputation on the line because that's all but shot. All right. But you do that in such a way that you have to balance the response from the community. All right. If I'm going to change something, Griffin, then I expect that is going to be met with resistance. Okay. Yeah. Listen, nobody's going to like it. Nobody's going to like it. So how do we
people hate change?
How do we mitigate that? Okay. To be fair. Okay. If this announcement this one that I just read to you, if this had come 5 days ago, we would fuss. We would probably be a little grumpy. But that is 100% within their right to change events, metrics, all this stuff. And yes, I do feel like advance notice should be given. Okay? My bigger problem with today is not this. It's not the event that came out with the scoring metrics changed. It's not the event that came out and as of 12 o'clock Eastern time today, we knew, oh golly, only the Transigen Forge and Recon Locust building and the Outpost building are going to score. That sucks. Damn. They took DTI credits out of here. God bless. That was like my go-to, right? Like that was my go-to. Hey, Wayne Gretzky, what are you doing here? Do you play this game?
To be fair, someone thinking he's fair all, then I suggest you let that one marinate.
Well, you Canadians talk way too fast. Okay,
I know. What?
All right. Here's the thing. We saw this event at 12 o'clock. Okay? We saw this event at 12 o'clock. And while we weren't given advance notice, that's frustrating. That is their right. Okay? They should expect blowback when something like this is changed without announcing it, but that is within their rights. They can do that. If they want to piss everybody off, let them piss everybody off. You know what's not okay?
What's not okay?
Changing the scoring metrics 3 hours into the event after you've given people the chance to spend money on your event.
Ooh, that feels bad, man.
As a matter of fact, just in case, I'm told that it's just a me problem and I need more evidence. Well, look what I've got. Evidence.
Oh, good.
13,654 points to upgrade your Outpost Control Center.
Whoops.
Oops. And then, with no announcement, with no communication of any kind whatsoever, it was ninja nerfed, and tickets were closed to players who actually sent in messages about this. For example, dear player XYZ, Charlie here from support. Thanks for raising this to us, and I can see how competitive you are on our game, especially in completing events. Apologies about this experience of yours on this event. Know that our team is investigating this matter. For now, we ask your patience. Your ticket will be closed now. Have a nice day and get the hell out.
Feels bad, man.
And you wonder why players are pissed? You wonder why your content creators are pissed? You wonder why your reputation is absolutely dirt? It's this. And I can't say it enough. I've been so patient. I've chosen my words carefully. I got people coming out here telling me all the time that I'm too nice to Scopely. No, I don't think that's the case. I think that I am measured. I think that I try to be professional, but my God, are they making it hard. They're making it superbly difficult. They're making it nearly impossible for me to express myself without having an aneurysm.
Or a stroke.
Or a stroke, or a heart attack. I mean, I shouldn't. And then it cost me, right? Because some people do think that I should just blow my freaking gasket. Some people think that my my reputation is that I give them a pass or that I'm too shilly. I saw in the chat tonight one of a very prominent member of our community. Well, let's see how DJz is going to spin this one tonight as being a good thing. That kind of hurt my feelings a little bit. And it's not, you know what? It's not undeserved because I do always try to be objective. I try to be a good herald. I try to be. You know, years ago when I started content creation, I said that my job wasn't just to represent the players, but it was also to represent Scopely to the players. I always saw myself as a bridge of communication. Thank you, Manx Man. I always saw myself as a liaison between these two ginormous parties, the player base and Fleet Command and Scopely. And I've come out here many times knowingly putting myself in the doghouse, sharing a perspective that I know won't be popular, doing Scopely the courtesy, the professional courtesy of relaying messaging that you guys may not necessarily want to hear, but I feel that two-way communication is important. I feel that it shouldn't just be players shouting at the rooftops and shouting at Scopely. I do believe in professional discourse. I do believe in professional two-way conversation. I do believe that players should be respectful and polite and passionate to Scopely. But I expect it to be a two-way street. I expect Scopely to talk back with an equal amount of respect, professionalism, and courtesy. That's what I expect. When I took this job, from day one, I always said I was not the player base white hat. I was not going to be. Oh, Lord. This is the worst
impossible
possible.
for you to continue with the dancing pumpkin.
This is a worst possible time for a sticker party. You guys are killing me. I was on a monologue. I was on a roll. I can't even replay it.
Well, let's have our sticker party, and then let's see if you're equally as mad when we come back. Oh, the pantsless bear is back. This sticker party brought to you by Wellbutrin. Wellbutrin, that feel-good pill.
Cruzito. I mean, I wasn't expecting a sticker party. It's not the stickers. The stickers are fine. I just wasn't expecting the party. I'm not mad at anybody. I'm not even mad at Scopely. I'm not.
What?
I am not.
See, this is everybody. This is the problem. When people say that they're no longer even mad anymore, that's the final level of separation. They've disengaged.
Yeah, that's what my mom used to say. I'm not mad at you. I'm just disappointed. Yeah, that's probably where I'm at. Okay, yeah, the timing rough. Cruzito said, "Oh no, don't get me wrong. I am mad at Scopely. Here's the thing. Now, Berlin.
Danger, Will Robinson. Danger.
Thank you. Lost in. Berlin says, serious question, DJ. Did Scopely change the scoring metrics or did they mislabel the points? That's a brilliant question. And you're actually right. They mislabeled the points. The points scored all along at 1,078 points. But now listen. We read events around here, don't we? I would have looked at this just like Griffin looked at this, and we would have looked at this just like the entire community did. The entire community looked and said, well, God, DTI scores aren't in here. Or maybe some people did spend some DTI faction credits and then realized they weren't scoring. Either way, that was disclosed. People read it. So even if it was mislabeled, you can't take that away from people. especially when it's a product you're selling.
This is always the problem that Scopely has had for 7 years, and they've never learned this lesson, and they continue to do it. That's the basic fundamental. The commonality between all of these poor decisions is always the same. The principle of once you give it out, you can't take it back. But they always take it back. They always claw it back. They always say, no, I know you saw this, but we really meant that. And that's the worst possible look you can have in the eyes of your customer. Once you give it, you cannot take it back away.
Look at Cruzito, by the way, one of the most calculating mathematical people in the community. As a matter of fact, a lot of the time, community, he finds himself in the corner of math, facts, and analytics much more than he does emotion. All right? He gives me grief when I say something feels bad. He says, show me the math. Is it good or is it bad? So when I read this statement, no one should be surprised that this is how Cruzito approached this thing. I calculated it, looked at my inventory, calculated my points, and determined that I was able to complete the SMS, and then realized after dumping materials and or spending money in some cases of other players, realized that I didn't score correctly and that my solo milestone was going to be short. So in other words, you even had some people actually spend money on this event. And yet you still didn't make them whole. You had people actually look at a price tag, buy a pack, expecting to receive XYZ, and you did not deliver XYZ.
Wow.
That's pretty black and white to me. That's a problem. And by the way, this is coming from the guy who's defended bait and switch. Not defending bait and switch, but defending when you do a bait and switch and when you don't. All right? Sometimes you change things, and it's not a bait and switch. Sometimes you do. This is not good. This is not good. Mosher, thank you for the resub. Appreciate that. Neon Lights, thank you for the resub. Manxman, thank you for the bits. Papa Smurf. Critter Den, thanks for the follow. Snow Leopard, thank you for the prime resub. 13 months. Appreciate that. So, I have no words. I really don't have words. You know, I hear every day that sentiment's in the toilet. We got problems with community. The player base doesn't appreciate anything right now. Yeah, I get it. Have we determined why that is? I mean, have we actually really put a lot of thought into why that is? Because I can't possibly imagine.
Well, that's exactly my big problem right now and why I have pause. I know that there are phenomenally talented, great, and well-meaning employees of Scopely who are customer-facing, community-facing, and genuinely care about the health of the community and that we are playing and surviving in a fair environment, something that's fair and fun. That's what they want. They go to work for PX, for player experience, and they're very good at what they do. And they know that there's a problem, just as we're communicating it today. It seems to me as though the opportunity lies within the communication of Scopely or Digit or whatever the business arm is of this game as a whole, and not everybody being on the same page as to, hey, our number one focus at the top here is how does this affect our customer? If I were in a position of somebody like a Connor, which I am not, but if I were, and I have been in the past in other businesses, and I had a customer base that was either making a choice to spend their money elsewhere or frequenting my business less often, whatever the case. My number one priority would be putting a sign up in the break room. How does this affect the customer? And communicating to every single employee, when you go out and do your job today, and I know you woke up and got out of bed to do a great job and a well-meaning job, any decision that you make, I need you to ask this question. Are we listening to the shoulder angel today? Or are we listening to the shoulder devil today?
Yeah.
Are we making the right decision for the customer, or are we doing something that we were always told was the right thing to do, and we can't break a policy, we can't make a decision that is, you gotta take care of your customer. Somebody has to put a sign on the wall that says believe, as we saw in Ted Lasso.
Yeah.
Same principle.
Love it.
Or a sign that says, how does this decision affect the customer? And that person at the top of the food chain for this property needs to make sure that every single employee knows well and good that they don't want to hear about them making a decision that doesn't take that sign into account. And watch how you could turn a problem like this around, like that. But let me give you the teacher's handbook here to my dear, beautiful friends at Scopely, who I love, and I can't wait to see again in the future. If you run an event that says you score 13,000 points of something, but really the whole entire time you are only scoring 1,000 points of the same thing, the answer is not to change the description from 13,000 to 1,000. The answer is to change the scoring from 1,000 to 13,000. You have got to stop taking things away from your customer. Period. If your mistake allowed it to face the customer, you must start to own that mistake. And stop saying, oops, let us change that for you and show you what it should have been the whole time. And that's all I got to say about that.
Canine Tooth today bought a pack, realized it didn't score, and then had to buy multiple other packs to get the same thing that one pack should have gotten. Or didn't have to, but did. All right. Which was the wrong decision on Scopely, as Griffin said. That was the wrong requirement. Should not have required any player to do that. Now, Sand Coffin brings up a point, and I'm trying to gather my thoughts because, again, I do consider myself a professional. I can get emotional, I can get passionate, but I still have obligations on both sides of the aisle. I have obligations to you, the community. I have obligations to them. One of my obligations to them is to represent the community, but to do it in a fair and professional way. And that's difficult right now, because I don't believe in anything that you're doing. And that is a big problem. You know, that's a huge problem for me. I've always understood there to be, as Cruzito points out, I've always understood there to be math, a reason. There's no logic to this anymore. It's kind of vindictive. Now, I'm going to circle back. Sandcoffin, thank you for your comment. Sandcoffin says, DJ, I feel like you're getting a little worked up. The event is labeled heroic. I'm going to do my events and enjoy my weekend. And you know what? You're 100% right, Sandcoffin. 1,000%. It is labeled heroic, which is why I am more forgiving of them changing an event. I am more forgiving for them removing the scoring metrics like we got in this announcement. All right. I am okay. I don't encourage it, but it is within their right to change how things score. Metrics. I get that. That's within their right.
But not in the middle, of the event that they already started.
You got it. You can't take a bug, Sandcoffin, that cost actual cash and then say, oops. Well, enjoy your pack anyway. Like, you literally, I mean, Sandcoffin, if anything, you're making my point. It's a heroic event, meaning that you're expected to spend on it. So players spent on it, and then they still didn't get their rewards. Now, tell me about that. You're right. It's a heroic event. We're expected to spend on it. So when we did spend on it, then you're still told to sit down and go home? That's not okay.
Well, let's look at the bright side. What does that really tell us? It tells us that there is actually no problem with the economy of this game and the amount of people who are playing every month. And in fact, it probably is making more money than it ever has, because we're only assuming that we need to focus on the player experience and retention here. That's not actually a problem, apparently, that we're facing. In fact, they have more players than they know what to do with, and just business couldn't be better. Because if you're just going to make decisions like this that negatively impact paying customers and just expect that to be the norm and fine, and there's no problem with that, that tells me that there have been 0 meetings, 0 focus placed, and 0 conversations about focusing on player experience. And the only way you could possibly not care about your player experience is if you're just raking in the money hand over fist and everything is great and your numbers are up and more people are playing than ever before. So I congratulate you, Scopely, on reaching new heights to the participation in this game and new heights to the revenue that you're generating, because that's the only possible thing that makes sense right now. And I've just got it wrong.
That's got to be it. It's got to be it. They got more players than they know what to do with, so they need some of us to leave. Okay. Keep doing what you're doing. Mission accomplished. You guys got to get it together. And I am looking forward to my phone call with General Manager Connor tomorrow. I am going to do my best to be professional and to be kind and to express what an extreme situation we find ourselves in today. I don't know where the problems are. And by the way, it's not my job to know. It's not our job to figure it out. We're the paying consumer. It's not our job to figure out your problems. It's not our job to tell you. Really, truthfully, you think about this. I've got a meeting with Connor tomorrow. And I've had meetings with Connor in the past. And we've got the Player Advisory Council. And we've got the VIP Discord. And we've got official Discord. And you got community managers. And you got all these people. What are we all doing? We're advising Scopely, right? We're advising the Fleet Command team on what makes players happy or what players would like to see. We're providing that feedback. I'm kind of curious in what other industry, is there any other industry where the responsibility of relaying our wishes falls with the paying customer? Or is it your job to come out and figure us out? And the frustrating thing about that, Griffin, is, and I know focus groups and things like that and companies do solicit public opinion, but you know what the difference is? They listen to those people.
Well, exactly. That was my point. You can run all the focus groups in the world you want to, and Scopely has in the past. Scopely has run paid focus groups in the past. And the thing is, though, that you actually take that information and you do something with it that's positive. And I'm not saying that that's not the intention. Obviously, that is the intention within some areas of Scopely, but there are decision makers who go out there and fix problems, quote unquote, like we did today, that make the exact wrong decision. There were 2 ways to go, only 2, and they went this way instead of that way. And it was not thinking about the benefit of the player experience and customer retention. And that just has me mind. If I had a meeting with Connor at 10 a.m. in the morning, my first question would simply be, hey, just so I don't take too much of your time and talk about things that you're not concerned about hearing, how important is player retention and the customer experience to Scopely for this game right now?
That's good. That's good. See that back. Just in case it doesn't matter to you. No, there's a nicer way to say that.
Well,
right?
that way sounds
sharp.
predictive.
That's sharp.
You say, just so I don't waste any of your time
there you go.
and talk
So,
a whole lot about something that's not your focus.
Don't waste your
How
time.
important is...
No, not waste your time. Just so I don't... waste everyone.
So you take too much of your time over a topic that's not important.
So I don't take too much of everyone's time on a topic that is not of urgency to you. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Just in case I don't take too much time.
How truly important is player retention and PX to you? Truly.
Player retention to you. Okay, I like that. That's great. I wrote it down. Archer says, DJ, you've said in the past that the game is supported primarily by whales. The question is, how long will those whales play when all of the dolphins leave and are playing on a server by themselves? I don't think it has anything to do with anybody else, Archer. My gameplay is not determined by other players, with the exception of my alliance. And even then, you guys know that I prefer to do a lot of activities on my own. So there are some alliance activities that I participate in with a small group of my alliance. I don't even know the 100 people that are in my alliance. I've said before that I could totally go with an alliance of 20 or 25 people.
I swear to God, I'm dropping tags. I can't do it. We're morons. We're morons. All of us.
I don't like my alliance. Okay, I don't. I like about 20 or 25 of us. The rest of them are idiots. Okay? And I know that upsets my alliance every time I say it, but truth hurts. Okay?
Yeah, you guys get to pick which of the 25 you are.
Yeah. Just, you know what? Everybody who listens to this, who gets their feelings hurt, just know that you're in the 25. Okay? But to answer that question, Archer, my experience is not made or broken by other people interacting with me. Now, for example, I do enjoy the Veil. For example, I love playing in the Veil. I love talking with new people. I love interacting with new people. But that doesn't require spending money. For example, you know what I'm saying? Like that's just a cool interactive experience. But hell, even that doesn't work 100% correctly. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I mean, right now, Archer, there's a lot of people who aren't spending money right now. Okay, I mean, there's a lot of people who are either slowing down, backing off, or reassessing their financial goals in this game, I think is the right way to put it. Okay, I mean, and for the record, that doesn't mean to not spend, okay, or spend more or spend less. I still maintain, and you'll never catch me saying otherwise, nobody who spends money on this game is a problem. Nobody who spends money on this game deserves to be attacked. Nobody who spends money on this game deserves any sort of attitude. They make the decision for themselves. And I told you guys last month I bought a treasury. For the first time in nearly a year, I spent money on a treasury because it was valuable to me. That I don't mind. I want them to make money. I want them to make money in a way that makes me happy.
I do too.
I want to give them my money because I want to be entertained. And I want to feel happy. And I want endorphins and all the good, fuzzy good feelings that happen when I'm happy. I play
the
video
more people
games.
who are playing and spending on the game, that makes us happy to do so. I was told by many people, "Oh, watching Griffin spend irresponsibly makes me feel better about my spending," and that's very true. That's the whole purpose of it all.
All right,
it's it's about community. The more people who enjoy the game, we'll all enjoy it. We'll be around longer, and everything will be happy. That's the exercise here. That's why we care. We care because we love the community in the game.
I want them to sell stuff. I want it to work. I want it to make us happy. Okay, and I guess what I'm coming back with is I am usually very forgiving of technical stuff. I do want things to work, but I am very forgiving when it comes to bugs. I'm very forgiving when it comes to technical issues at launch. I'm very forgiving when it comes to that stuff. All right,
me too.
But I have always stated, that there has to be like a 3 C's. Okay, I think some businesses, some industries call it STARS method. All right, I call it the 3 C's in my industry. It has an acknowledgement. All right, the 3 C's in my industry are the complaint, the cause, and the correction. Okay, those are the 3 C's in what I do for a living. But there are also other forms of efficient communication: acknowledgement, empathy, plan of action, compensation. Okay? Like those are required pieces for any good communication. It's absolutely required. And when we don't see empathy, when we don't see the players being made whole, when we don't see customer satisfaction being a priority, it's a major, major problem. And that is what upsets me more than technical failures. So let me point out 2 things today that are not technical failures, that are at least not why I'm upset. Here's number 1. This does not upset me. This does not upset me. You know what upsets me?
The reaction?
The reaction. What upsets me is them saying that this isn't real. Or them saying, well, nobody else has reported it. You need to go find us more information. What? This is all the information you need. Right here. Okay? And by the way, I don't care that my ship is stuck. I mean, that's a little bit annoying. It's a little frustrating, okay? But your reaction, okay? That's a human problem. There's number 1. Number 2, Number 2 is this, okay? Hey, Cottontail, what's going on? Thanks for the raid. I'm not upset that this happened. So it was a typo. Shit happens. My problem is with their response.
Yeah, we can be as forgiving as all get out with bugs. This is a self-created problem.
Apologies.
Well, bugs are too, but a bug's an accident. This is a decision. This is a bad decision. This is a bad decision where once again we're deciding something for the benefit of Scopely instead of making a mistake in favor of the customer. Always make a mistake in favor of a customer, never for yourself. Don't take care of yourself before you take care of the players.
Hypodermics, I guess you haven't been here for much of the show, but I mean, there was a response. Okay? The response was through subtle, yet not so subtle action. Okay? Like, just in case you missed it, let me give you the 30-second Cliff Notes. Okay? Here's where the event launched at 13,654 points per part. Okay? 3 hours later, with no announcement, it was changed to this after people had engaged with the event, after people had spent money on the event, after people had sent in tickets because they weren't getting scored properly. And just in case you really want to get into an actual response, apologies about this experience of yours on this event. Please know that our team is currently investigating. For now, we ask your patience. This ticket will be closed. That is a human choice. That is a choice to do nothing. That is a choice to leave your customer in the cold. That is a choice to create a dissatisfying customer experience. Now, Riskbreaker says common scoring shouldn't be higher than rare. I don't 1,000% disagree with you, okay? But then you had a very solid opportunity to just flip it in the other direction. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, if this wasn't the right scoring mechanic, then just boost the rare parts up. You understand? Like, just boost the rare parts up then. And then I'm going to be told, yeah, but there's balance of all these other scoring mechanics. Okay, all right, fine. You know what? Then it shouldn't have launched this way in the first place. Mm-hmm. Let's get to the root of the problem. Continual, abysmal failure. And that is so much nicer than what I was going to say 10 seconds ago.
And it's not specifically to put a finer point on it. It's failure to make the right choice and to do the right thing and to do right by your customer. That's all it boils down to. And failure to get the program to work right. Obviously, we've been mad about that forever. But it's cascading. It's one on top of the other. Not only is it a buggy code that leads to these inconveniences, but then on top of that, it's a salt in the wound for you. Instead of being apologetic like a gracious host, going, oh, yeah, I know that thing said 13,000 points for this event, but it really was scoring 1,000 points the whole time. So we're just going to change it to 1,000, not say anything.
Yeah, and not say anything? Like, okay, you know what, Riskbreaker, here's what you do. You're right. The scoring metrics probably didn't make sense. But you left it up for 3 hours and people already spent money on it. So what do?
That ship sailed. But in any other metric, by any other business's standards, that ship sailed.
Well, you know what?
That event was broken for that day.
Hey, you know what? Packs have been broken at launch, and some people get to buy them and spend them and keep them. I know some people.
They should.
I know some people who haven't had to do any battle passes events this month. I mean, I know that there are mistakes like that happen all the time, and I know that there are players who receive thousands of dollars worth of stuff for about $90.
Woohoo!
Okay, it happened. Sucks. Time to move on. Okay, even if you were going to fix this today, Riskbreaker, you know what you should have done? You should have fixed the tooltip. You should have made an announcement. And anybody who bought a pack or anybody who spent a single common outpost control on this event should be comped their points. If I spent 1,000 of these, and I don't know how many I would have spent, all right, and I was expecting 137,000 points, but instead I got 10,000 points, give me the difference in my freaking points. That's what should have happened.
Yeah.
Okay?
Exactly.
And you know
Take
what?
Care of the customer in some
just
way.
like happens when a bugged pack goes up, just like what happens when players buy battle pass points or buy a pack that has too much in it and Scopely takes some of it back, but they can't get all of it back. And you know what? Okay, it happens. Then the players who engaged with this, the early access players, the ones who were on at Event Reset, the ones who have known for 7 years that potentially very bad things could happen at Event Reset. Okay,
it's risk reward. Sometimes bad, sometimes very good.
Sometimes it works in your favor. Other times it doesn't. Okay, but when it does work in your favor, it needs to work in your favor. All right, it can't always just be in Scopely's favor. You guys got to freaking wake up, pull your heads out of the sand, and look at the landscape.
And there are many employees of Scopely who I know personally who understand that, believe that, and agree with that, and would never let something like this happen. Obviously, they're not the ones in charge of that level of decision-making like we saw today. There's another one, Billy from accounting, is obviously not a person, but it is an idea.
He's so real.
Well, Billy from accounting and Team Billy are the ones that need to be told from the leadership of this game, hey, I want G8 to be around. I want G9 to be around. I want to last as long as Star Trek Online has lasted. And in order to do that, you need to get on my team. And my team says we never make a decision unless it's for the benefit of the customer, ever.
I have something else interesting I'd like to share with you guys very quickly. Oops, wrong button. I was sent this today. This is a wonderful site. We are all very, very familiar with this site. This is trekmovie.com. Everybody has heard of this website.
Ooh.
There was a very, very cool video game article that was launched yesterday. It comes in, it says, Star Trek gaming update. Stowe gets a console release. Fleet Command gets Nog, and Infection gets Vague. Interesting headline. Let's glance throughout. We have Star Trek Online. Lots going on in the world of Star Trek games with new information on an upcoming VR. Alongside a host of updates going inside ongoing Trek games, all vying for attention. And your wallet. Here's what's planned. Okay, great. Star Trek Online going cross-platform. Well, golly, that shouldn't be big news. Scopely beat them to that by 3 or 4 years. Not a big deal. Let's see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Damn, 5 paragraphs on Star Trek Online. All kinds of details, information about the content. All right, that's fantastic. Let's talk about Star Trek Infection, the new VR game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 paragraphs. Again, detailed, interesting content. Star Trek Timelines. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 paragraphs. Interesting content, deep dive into what's going on. Here we go. Star Trek Fleet Command. A regurgitated blog. Literally 2 sentences about Fleet Command. Oops. 2 sentences. And then they just have to copy whatever is in the Apple Play Store or the Google Play Store because there's nothing else to talk about.
Yikes.
This is, and by the way, I'm not, this is not something that's going to upset me. I'm not going to dissect this. I'm saying you have a perception problem. And if you think that I'm being dramatic, if you think that I'm blowing this out of proportion, if you think that I'm not being a good partner as a content creator, if you think that I'm blowing things out of proportion or sounding the alarm unnecessarily, I want you to look at this third-party article who had wonderful things to say about every other video game except for yours.
Never played it.
I want you to look at the chat right now that talks about the experience and how frustrated that they are. The chat's been on the screen the entire time, by the way. Look at the entire chat right now. Everybody who's frustrated because you mistreat them. And yes, I get it. They're still here. These silly players, they're still going to spend money in our game. It doesn't matter what we do. They're still going to dump loads of cash. So why should we care, right? If that is what anybody at Scopely is thinking, I'm here to tell you, time's running out.
Yep. And we cannot, the point I continually try to make, and this has been my problem with the Scopely haters from day one, you can't overgeneralize. The minority of the people at Scopely don't understand what's going on here. The majority of them do, and I believe that they're frustrated. It's just unfortunately there is some weird decision maker somewhere that just is not getting the memo or ignoring the memo or is really in charge in the first place. It's got to be one of the three. I don't know which one it is. Yeah. And that's where we have to make that change.
Now, Q, you're absolutely right. That's actually been the position of this show for years. He says, I'm not surprised. I haven't been surprised for months now. We all know this is going to happen. Why do we put energy into it? Let's just find ways to make it work for us and not against us. And you know what? I do that all the time, Q.
I'm number one.
Thank you, Q. I do that all the time. I tell people, hey, I'm not defending it, but here's how you get around it. Here's how you deal with it. Here's the math on it. Right? Have you heard me say that before? Have you heard me say that? Like I have, I've caught a lot of heat, Q, for coming out and be like, well, it sounds like you're defending it. Like I saw in chat today. Let's see how DJ spins these new scoring mechanics. You know what? Here's the spin.
That made you so mad. That is stuck with you.
Here's the spin. They're allowed to. They can do it. It's at their own risk. All right. But as players, Q is right. We should expect this to happen. We're not going to see the same events. As a matter of fact, we complain about that, guys. We complain that things get stale and old and stuffy and boring, and then we complain when they change them. I would have appreciated advanced knowledge. Sure, we all would have. What they did today with changing, like removing DTI, all right, listen, is it kind of an asshole move? Yeah. Is it within their rights to do? Yeah. Are they wrong to do it? No. Are we allowed to be upset about it? Sure. Okay? All of those are fine. Okay? That's just going to be the nature of the rub between the people and the company, where they fundamentally screwed up is with people who invested into this event. That's what I'm more angry about. And really, truthfully, if you want to get down to it, I'm actually even more angry about, almost there, this.
Drum roll.
And you're right, Riskbreaker. It's not the first time. It's not the first time that they've removed scoring metrics without forewarning. That's why I say it's up to them. They can garner goodwill by giving us advance notice. They don't have to. They're under no obligation. And that's why I say, can they do it? Sure. Do we have to like it? No. But is it their right? Absolutely. Could they have handled it better? Also, absolutely. What they handle wrong day after day after day is quality of product, quality control, engineering,
implementation.
And then when all of those or any one of those or all of the above, when they fail, then comes the response. And the response is rarely acceptable. Okay? The response is...
You can't get both wrong. If you got one wrong, you got to get the other one really, really, really right.
Yeah.
And that's not what this is.
So that's all I've got. And I know. It's... And I don't know how tomorrow morning is going to go. I'm here to tell you. I'm transparent about everything. There's no sense in it, in me not being anymore. I'm frustrated. You guys have seen it. You guys have sensed it for months. People tease me about not playing the game. You're right. I mean, I do when I can enjoy it. What am I supposed to do right now? I mean, what am I supposed to do? Right? And
you're supposed to hit the recall button is what you're supposed to do. I think you've made your point.
I think I'm going to leave it there. Anubis said
you understand that.
What? It's a principal point for me at this point.
That's dangerous.
I know it is.
And he's not made his point until they actually go, hey, we actually see that there's something wrong with your account. They haven't even acknowledged there is something actually wrong with his account. And we can clearly see that his...
Yeah, as a matter of fact, the reason that I kind of want to leave it, all right, the reason that I kind of want to leave it is because somewhere deep in my heart of hearts, all right, I still want to give them the opportunity to see it, look at my engineering logs, and diagnose what happened here. If it was maintenance that broke it, then fine. Tell me that. Don't tell me there's nothing wrong. There's clearly something wrong. Okay?
The individual who said that to you, maybe they were having a bad day too, and maybe they just, in that moment, didn't have the time to give you the answer that you were looking for. Have you considered that?
That's certainly possible. That is absolutely certainly possible. Then I feel like that response, like almost every other one ever that comes from Scopely, could have been framed and shared in a more considerate manner.
And thus, as somebody like, I don't know, hypothetically, Bubba Joe would probably agree, the folks in this particular division of Scopely or Digit or whatever it is, there's a culture problem. There is a big culture problem, and it has everything to do with how to acknowledge, I'll use fewer words, customer service. It's a customer service problem.
Here's where I started the outpost, guys, 20 hours and 57 minutes ago. And my hostile stopped spawning 15 hours and 5 minutes ago. But I'm still here, still defending that outpost. I still have a ship tied up. And hey, look on the bright side, though. I still have my buff. Okay. Now, Stealth Monkey, I don't care about the directives. As a matter of fact, one could make a very solid argument that they gave me directives so they don't owe me anything. I'm not asking for directives. Never once did I ask for directives back. They actually gave me, 4,000 directives, Griffin? I don't remember. They gave me directives to share with you guys and to experience the feature and to teach about it and do all this stuff. That's what they gave them to. I'm not asking. They don't owe me anything. All I want is acknowledgement that I'm not crazy. That's it. I don't want to be told there's nothing wrong with my account. Just like that player doesn't want to be told, we're sorry for your bad experience, but we're going to close your ticket after you spent money on something, we didn't deliver it, but hey, it'll be fine. It'll all work out in the end. We're going to go ahead and close your ticket. We'd like to ask you for patience. Right? So, again, it's the response. Hey, Winnie, what do you want? What do you want, you pencil bear? What?
Maybe you are looking at this wrong. Turn on all the buffs to full and enjoy endless buffs.
Well,
it is like endless apps at Buffalo Wild Wings.
I know. I thought about this. Here's the deal. I joked about that earlier today. I said, well, all I've got to do now is build another Crencha, tier it up to tier 13, and never get to use Lorca ever again. Right? I'll never get to use Joachim again. I'll never get to use Pick Hugh again. All right? I'll never get to use Doctor again. As long as I'm cool, as long as I'm cool with all those things, then sure, I'll just leave it here and I'll have endless buffs forever. All right? But good God. You know? That's right. Who's Lorca? Is he really that important? Like, I probably don't need to care about that guy, right?
He's in the office right next door to me.
Now, here's the thing.
Oh, wait.
I see this question.
That's the Lorca.
Wait, there's a
That's
different
the Lorca we know about. It's the other Lorca we don't know.
See, I get confused.
The Fleet Commander Lorca.
Yeah.
Now, Count DeVille asked a really good question. He said, is it not safe to run Outpost still? Well, this is why I've made it a big deal, Count DeVille, because I made an announcement this morning that Outposts were broken after maintenance. Okay? Apparently,
Maury Povich determined that in fact was a lie.
I'm not going to call it a lie. My shit's broken.
No, it's not a lie.
Okay?
Ship stuck.
My shit's broken. However, I may be, Count DeVille, the only person in the galaxy that is being affected by this right now. All right? Because literally, I even went out and asked if there was anybody else experiencing any problems and to DM me if they did, and nobody did. All right? So Big Booty says, no, yours was broken. Mine finished just fine. I mean, maybe that's accurate. Okay? I find that to be highly unlikely. All right, to be honest with you, I find that to be highly unlikely. I find that to be statistically impossible. Something caused this to happen. Something mechanically, something in the code caused this to happen. And if it can happen to me, then it can happen to anybody. Okay? However,
if it happened because the game went down for the update in that 3 seconds in between when the hostile spawns and when they hit you, everybody else who happened to be running an outpost probably wasn't within that little 3 second window of their 5 minute cycle.
Absolutely. Could be.
So it is possible that it happened to literally just you.
I understand that. I found that to be highly unlikely, but I understand it. So, hence my frustration with the response, okay? Instead of helping me solve the problem, they instead were less than happy that I told players not to run them. I was talked to about causing a panic instead of figuring out what the problem was. And therein lies my rub. Okay? Like, there is a problem here. Let's figure out what it is so it doesn't happen to somebody else. But did I jump the gun in announcing that outposts were broken? Maybe. Guess what? This is the first thing I see when I log in the morning. The symptoms are exactly the same as what they were in week 1. I've got a community of 17,000 people that come to this Discord for information and updates. Do I think I jumped the gun? Maybe. Do I owe it to my people to be safer than sorry? Yeah, I still feel that way.
Yes.
I do.
Yeah.
All right.
Same principle. You've got, if you're going to make a mistake, make it in favor of the customer. Make it in you know, and that applies to your comment earlier this morning.
You know, maybe that is a fundamental culture difference. Instead of focusing on the problem, they wanted to talk to me about causing a panic. All right. But instead, maybe they should have been focused on me as a customer. Maybe that's the fundamental culture difference. Maybe I'm not enough like Scopely. Maybe I should have let the announcement. Maybe next time I won't say anything, and then something will be wrong, and then we all get caught up in it. But I knew about it ahead of time, and I didn't say anything to you because, it'll be fine. I'll wait till reports come in. You know, that's not how I look at it. So Maj says my outposts are broken too. Then please DM me because I did ask about this today, and I got no response. Mord says you're an NDA content creator. It's different for you. Is it? I don't think it is. I serve my customers. Guess who my customers are? You all.
You.
Okay. You guys. All right. And yes, I have a partnership. I do have a partnership with them, and one that I cherish and I'm ultimately happy with. I'm not unhappy with the partnership, or I would have left a long time ago. I continually re-sign the contracts. I'm fine with our business arrangement. It doesn't bother me. I'm not morally upset about our relationship. All right. Do I agree with everything they do? No, but I don't have to. I don't agree with everything Mrs. Boss does at my day job. It is what it is. Okay? I have a job. I have a function to perform. I feel like it is absolutely no different. The difference is here, I get to decide if I want to be a part of that relationship. Right? And I've got no problem being in that relationship with them. I'm here. But I do have an obligation to the... You know what? Here was another thing. Who was it? Was this Pal earlier today? I don't remember. Somebody said, I think it was Pal. It was the same conversation we've had here year after year after year after year. It was this morning. Somebody said, God, DJ, how annoying is it that we have to come here to get our information and not from official Discord? I said, I'm not going to have this conversation again. I've had this conversation for so many years. Here's what I wrote. I said, I've never shared that philosophy. Here it is, right here. It was Pal. We appreciate you, DJs, but it's sad that we come here for updates instead of their official channels, as they're always silent. And I said, nah, I've never shared that philosophy. I'm happy that we are the best location for updates. It speaks to our value. It speaks to the value our community has. It speaks to the product that we've built. It speaks to the relationship we have with Scopely. They trust me. They trust us, and we are important to them. I value that piece of the relationship. I do. All right. If they feel like I am worth trusting with those communications or that information, and then I share it with you guys, I'm not going to be upset about that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be upset about that. So I've never shared that philosophy. I am not responsible for any other content creator. I'm not responsible for the official Discord. I'm responsible for you guys. So when I come out onto my Discord and I make an announcement that says, hey, it appears that the same bug that released in week 1 is happening again. Here's my evidence. Well, it certainly looks broken. Maybe it's not the same bug. Maybe it's not the same bug. Okay, fine. It's definitely something. So please don't tell me it's not. And if you want me to alleviate concern within my community, how about you give me a reason to? How about you give everybody a reason to trust you and start making solid decisions? The community would trust you if you weren't untrustworthy. Right?
Prime example is how they handled that event scoring situation from today.
Havoc says, but the CCs reach less than the majority of players. Listen, the official Discord reaches less than the majority of players. I mean, I am not going to say that they shouldn't give more information to other Discords, Havoc. That's not my point. Yes, I've always been an advocate for more communication. I'm also not going to complain, or I'm not going to stand by while people complain that I'm giving them information. That's kind of weird, right? Like, we love you, DJs, but it sucks that you're giving us this information and not Scopely. Why does it suck? You're getting the information, right? Like, at least you know where to get it. I would feel worse, Havoc, for somebody who doesn't know I exist. I would feel worse for somebody who's not on our Discord. I would feel worse for somebody who doesn't speak my language, right?
I would feel worse for all of us if content creators did not exist and find this game when they did and set this fire ablaze in 2019. Because this game wouldn't be here today in 2025 if not for the fact that, hey, yeah, they were really crappy about putting everything in game that we needed to know. But thank God for these amazing content creators like, No One Shall, who did a fabulous job at creating all this content in the early days that got us all hooked and addicted and grew the game together. Oh, and UltimatDJz.
Yeah, and that guy. Now, Mord is going to hold me to task. He said, that's all fine, but the information needs to be accurate. Well, let me read you what I wrote. In an effort to save you Outpost start directives, I would recommend players not run these this morning. After maintenance was lifted, it would appear that Outposts are no longer functional. I've reported the bug, and I'm advising you to save your directives. Further communication will follow.
So what you'll hear from Scopely is that announcement is great if you just left out the first sentence.
In an effort
they
to
want
save
you
you
to
start
report
directives.
your experience, not direct people not to engage in the feature. And that's why they got mad.
Maybe
I understand that.
What did I say that was inaccurate?
Nothing.
In all fairness, Mord, what did I say that was inaccurate? After maintenance was lifted, it would appear that outposts are no longer functional. I've reported the bug, and I'm advising you to save your directives. Further communication will follow. What did I say that was inaccurate? Mord says outposts no longer function for you, DJs. Other people run them fine. How the hell was I supposed to know that, Mord?
You can't know that. That's the thing.
Are you kidding me right now? How was I? You know what? If you're right, if I had access, ask people, bro. Okay. All right. We're going to agree to disagree on this one. I'm not going to sit here and be told. No, it's fine. You're good. Okay.
Anyway, this is going to be a wildly fun conference call tomorrow morning.
There's absolutely nothing wrong. I should never have said anything, and I should have just sat back and kept my mouth shut because clearly outposts are working just fine, aren't they? Clearly, it's all fine. Gotcha. Cool. That's how we're going to be. All right. You know, I have said things before that have been wrong.
You are wrong. Just sit down and be wrong. You are wrong.
I've said things before that have been wrong, and I've always come back and owned them. Every single time. I've told you guys when I've made mistakes. I've joked with you about it. I have clearly and plainly been nothing less than 1,000% honest with this community for the entire history of my content creator career here. All right.
Nobody could ever question your integrity.
I will happily own this if I was wrong. Listen, I've given ArcFall information wrong before. I've given ArcFall information wrong before, and then I have to come out and I have to eat it, and I have to say I was wrong. I'm not going to say I'm wrong about this. This outpost started 21 hours ago. Okay? So no, I'm not going to be told that I'm wrong. Not by Scopely or anybody else. If I'm wrong, I will man up myself. All right? And by the way, I made a claim in dev chat this morning. I said, go check the config file. I bet it's the same thing that happened during week 1. I said, I am so positive.
I'm full of positive energy.
I said, I guarantee it. Now, if I'm wrong about that, I'll own it. If it was because my hostile spawned during 3 seconds that the server was respooling, I'll say that. All right? I will say, if it's not the config file, I'll admit I'm wrong on that. I don't care. But don't tell me there's nothing wrong with it.
Yay, bugs.
Uh-oh.
DJs, it's time for you to poke around in my honeypot. You have won a free trip to Honey Paradise by winning outposts and surviving longer than Griffin. Also moist.
I have
Dongle.
You know what? I want
the
That's it. You listen up, you damn stupid naked bear.
I want
ignorant
a leaderboard.
Honey licking.
I want a leaderboard.
That's it. That is a 66
for time
outpost. I hit a 76
surviving.
Outpost. I know that numbers are hard for the bears, especially the naked bears.
Let me tell you
those
something.
are not the same thing.
Doesn't matter. All right. Did you survive more than 6 hours? Doesn't matter, does it? I did. How long have you survived? Because I've survived.
I have beaten entire outposts. I beat entire 73 outposts all the way through.
Yeah, I've been alive for 21 hours. Eat that.
Whoa.
Oh, man, I'll never get there.
Whoa.
You whoa.
All
you
right. Whoa. Oh, man.
Listen, the truth is always in the middle somewhere. It's a spectrum. You're 99% right. You're only 1% wrong. You're not 100% right. The only point that they're going to make is it would be nice if in the future you didn't make that first sentence about I'd recommend that nobody run this now.
Well, you know what?
They're going to say you should share what your findings are and then report in and see what they say and then more to come.
Well, I'm pleased that I will be able to do that now because I am not alone. Thank you. Here is one that last hostel was right around the same time as mine. Holy crap, 20 hours ago.
Yeah, something happened when the game came back
Something happened with maintenance.
Sure.
They got 66 hostels left. So yeah, maybe it was something to do with maintenance. I'm still not going to tell this player that there's nothing wrong with their account.
I disagree that there's something.
Laughs after a trip to my honeypot.
Well, that's between you and DJs.
What? What did the bear say?
What happens with your honeypot off stream is your business. I make no judgment.
Well, here's my plea to the community, and I'm going to end right here because it's 2 hours in, and I'm probably getting ready to upset more people. And I have to get ready for my big meeting with Connor.
I still say you should let me come to that just in case you are ganged up on.
You think I'll get ganged up on? Nah.
I don't know. I don't know where this is coming from, but I'm telling you, even if I'm silent the entire time, it would be a good idea for you to have a partner in the conference call.
Did you send Scopley the drippy bottle?
Oh, God. That's probably the whole entire problem. Yeah, I'm sure he did.
Yeah.
And that's Biddle, you damn bear. Biddle. Bittl. No E.
No, I'm not going to play Fortnite tonight. It's almost 11 o'clock, and I'm going to go to bed, get some sleep. I got a lot to do tomorrow.
Griffin, you can't come to DJ's meeting if you already came with the drippy bittle.
He's got the drippy bittle. All right.
I do have the big case. I've got the case of the drippy bittle.
Retrieving says that is if you still have said meeting. I mean, I don't see why I wouldn't. I mean, I haven't been told yet. And I haven't said anything tonight that is out of line. And by the way, contrary to popular belief.
Where's the anal glands?
Oh, Jesus. Contrary to popular belief.
Well, now.
All right. Contrary to popular belief, nothing that I said tonight is in violation of my NDA contract. I know that there's always this rumor that we're not allowed to say anything negative or we have to always be positive. That's such crap.
That was never the case. It had never been the case. And anybody who said that to you was not being honest.
I can say everything I said tonight was within my legal obligations.
Purview.
All right.
Lost in.
Nothing that I said tonight violates anything that I'm not allowed to say. I'm allowed to be critical. I'm allowed to be unhappy. I'm allowed to voice opposition.
I'm number one.
Maybe just the meeting being planned has served its intended purpose.
Huh. This initial purpose, you damn bear.
My obligation and what I hold myself to is to be professional, personally kind, and respectful. And
Loston, thank you for those 20 gifted subs, by the way. That was
you
awesome.
the man. Thank you. Appreciate you. Oh my God, there's a hype train. And then
why do I get the humping bear, the turtle? Don't turtle me.
You got a humpy turtle.
I'll turtle you.
You know what? Thank you guys for not making.
Turtle needs to stop.
Thank you for not making me feel crazy. Now I've got 2 or 3 other people sending me messages. This is great. Thank you. I have battle logs now. Here's one that stopped 11 hours ago. That's weird. 11 hours ago? That was way after maintenance.
This is a humping turtle orgy, the likes of which I have never seen before.
Yeah, this one stopped 11 hours ago, which was well after maintenance, but they're stuck. I'm telling you, there's something still going on. It may be minor.
Give me hugs and
kisses. It may be minor. I get it. It might not be widespread, but it still exists. Well, I'll go through the rest of these DMs here in a little bit.
I will urge just the same note of caution, which is you can be very well armed with a lot of evidence that you are not alone in this universe, which is certainly the case. We all know that you're not alone in this universe.
Yay, bugs.
The point is not that. The point is what I said in the first place. Reporting the problem is absolutely always going to be correct. The point that they're going to stand on is don't tell people to not engage in the feature. And as a friend to you and the community, and I called balls and strikes the way I see them, that's the point that they're going to make. And the only answer to that is you're right. We should report the facts, and we should, tell people what we see and allow them to make their decisions. And
we
then,
love you, DJs and Griffin.
Come back with more.
We know you will do your best to help the players and dev team improve the game.
As he always does, and that's certainly the case.
This message has been approved by Disney.
Thank you, Chef. Appreciate that very much.
I knew it.
So yeah, in other words, you're saying I shouldn't have said, I recommend you not spend your directives. I should have just said, it would appear that there are problems after maintenance. The outposts are not performing as I believe they should, and then more information to follow. That's where I would have. That's what I should have said.
I'm not even telling you that's what I personally believe. I just believe that is the point that you're going to hear in response.
Well,
that's the ask.
I don't disagree with that. That is consistent with the communication that I received today. Not that, just why are you causing panic?
Yeah.
Lost in. Thank you for dropping 10.
Bro.
Appreciate
Wow.
it.
And it's not about causing panic. It's about the track record of this game being, unfortunately,
and it just makes
not
all
always
the balls
dependable
slap
and
against each other.
And trying to save people their hard-earned directives, which I totally understand, because look what happens when you open a ticket to try to get something back. It gets closed. So I totally understand, as does the entire community, where a content creator like DJz is coming from. We're simply trying to give the players the best possible experience.
What is wrong with you?
And that's what they need to understand.
Burn says, hey, I ran one despite DJ's warning because I'm a glutton for punishment. Good on you, buddy.
Perfect.
Good on you. I'm gonna cite that tomorrow in my meeting. I'm like, listen, people.
See, that's the evidence you need to bring with you. That one.
Yeah, listen.
We didn't even listen to him.
Nobody listens to me. Who cares? Okay, who cared? It's fine. Just out of curiosity, did it work? All 72 hostels? Like, was it fine? Just curious. Asking
we'll
for
say
a friend.
It did.
Yeah, just asking for a friend. All right. Tarpy says, technically, you also said this morning. You didn't say not to do it all day. You just said this morning. Okay.
That's true. I mean, to be fair.
All right. Well, there we go. That's
great topic. Sorry for the crazy day. What are you gonna do?
Oh well. You know what are you gonna do? I appreciate you guys hanging out. Just you know what? Let me tell you. Just know that when it appears, if anyone ever has any doubt about where you son of a bitch, who did that?
That is the official 15-minute daily warning sound. 15 minutes on dailies.
Benny Hill, you jerk. All right.
Way to get him, Benny Hill's ghost.
Hate that cat. Hey, guys, thank you for the hype train. My goodness. Camel, thank you for dropping 5 gifted. Lost in with, I've lost track of how many bits he's done here. There's 100, 200, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
He's upped his
I can't even tell.
bitty game.
Yeah, he's not doing 1 bit at a time. Now he's doing 100. I can't even tell how many you've done. Lost in, thank you so much. Listen, I'm just going to say this. If somebody out there believes that I'm overly positive at certain times, I totally understand that. We used to joke about it here on the show. I get excited when the wind blows. You know, I look at future pieces of content and I can get excited about it. I just want to remind you, though, I feel like I'm very capable of being objective. In the month of October, I called all of this. Okay? From like the second week of the October arc through the launch of this arc, I said this was going to happen this month. I said when this turns out to be an absolute dismal failure, and I joked about it, I said, you guys get the blame pack, all right? But, I mean, I was joking about that part, of course, obviously, but I knew from...
Dishonor on your whole family. Make a note of this.
I said from that day, that we were going to struggle this month. All right. So when somebody thinks that I'm a shill, or when someone thinks that I'm too positive or I'm too nice, I want you to come back to this moment. I want you to come back right here, because I will be critical when it is deserved.
If I don't open it, then later I can claim ignorance, right?
I will also praise when it's deserved. Okay? And I got no problem doing that. I've said if it puts me in the doghouse with the community, so be it. I will give you the truth, even if you don't like it, even if it's the truth you need to hear. I've said to the community before,
always called
you're
the
wrong.
balls and strikes as you see them.
I have told the community before that they are wrong.
I'm number one.
Thank you, Camel. I have literally said to the community before that they are broadly wrong. All right? It's not popular, but I do it. It's for my reputation. It's for my credibility. This is no different. And this is why I would send this message to Scopely. If I'm this upset, it's not that I deserve to be listened to more than anybody else. All right? But if I am this mad, it means something. Why are you humping me now? All right?
Well,
if I'm this upset about something, then you should probably take a time out.
You're the best. Mwah. Give me hugs.
Probably take a time out and think about why.
Yeah.
Because I'm never like this.
Analyze.
But I'm never like this. But we're going on 30 days. I haven't been wrong yet. And I don't think I'm alone. Just asking. Fisty.
But you're definitely not alone.
Fisty, thank you for your bits. Tony Pie, thank you. Broken Wolf, Muttbone, Lost In, Bender the Robot, Griffin dropped a 20 bomb. You guys are in a level 5 hype train. Ice Wolf, thank you. Lost In, Camel dropping a 5 bomb. You guys are
You're the
crazy.
best. Mwah. Give me hugs and kisses.
Benny Hill says, imagine how upset the player base is. I don't have to imagine. I see it every day. I don't have to imagine. We know.
We totally know.
It's not us that doesn't know. Hey,
Scopes! Yo! It's not just DJ. It's Benny Hill, too.
Okay, there you go. Now it's two of us. How many more bonus streams? Actually, I don't think that I big
one right there.
turned
That's
one down last
impressively
night.
large.
I got down to 8 because I did one last night. So there we go. We're down to 8. Although it looks like, you know what? We should go right now. We should go right now.
It's about 2 inches too large.
No, we should go right now. That way, Lost In can't sneak another one in on me. Let's see. Hang on. Hey,
well,
who's
that's
that?
against the rules. You haven't even.
Oh, we're still on.
DJz, your outpost is going to be terminated, just like this nerfed Chronicle event. I have come from the future to try and save the state of the game. My mission is impossible.
My mission is impossible. Yeah, you know.
Come with me if you want to spend.
It's unfortunate. What is going to end up happening here is, like we have said with other events, they have literally just convinced people that they don't need to engage. That's unfortunate because players really, really enjoyed Chronicle of the Ascendant, and it was rewarding, and it was a good material sink. They have now disengaged probably a majority of the player base from a number of these events. For the record, oh my gosh, you guys are still going. Thank you. Lost. I can't even keep track of what's going on.
Dishonor on your whole family. Make a note of this.
Make a note. Okay. Savage Darkness, thank you for your 300 kitty bitties. Lost In just dropped another 20, and there it is. I literally just turned it down, so there it is. Thank you, Lost In. We're back to 9. Tarpy, thank you.
Good job, Lost In.
Thank you. Tony Pie, thank you. All of you guys. Appreciate it so very much. You are back to 9 bonus streams. I will not be streaming tomorrow night because after my meeting with Connor, then I've got a full day at work. And then I'm going to go out and have dinner and drinks. I'm going to go out and have a dinner and drinks tomorrow night.
With who? Thank you, Sniper Time Space, for your 5
Thank you,
gifted
Sniper
subs.
Time Space, for dropping 5 gifted. Thank you, Ultravetica, for your Chronicle of the Biddies. Appreciate that very much. With a girl? there will be a girl there.
Do you have a date? You have a date?
It's not really a date. It's kind of a group get together. It's kind of a there's going to be several of us going, but there is a girl that will be there. Is
it with Oliver and Oliver's mom? Because that doesn't count. Okay.
No. Did I? Okay. Have I told you guys the newest development with Oliver's mom?
No. Let's just lean in and hear this one.
I haven't told you guys?
No.
I think I might have. I think I did tell you guys. Did I?
I don't think you did.
Did I tell you she was pregnant? I think I told you guys. I could have swore I told you. I might not have. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Who's pregnant?
I didn't tell you guys that.
Paying attention.
You know what? Maybe this was one of those things that said that I wasn't going to tell you about it because I was processing, and then I was going to come back later, and maybe I never did.
Why didn't you hit the shock button? The dun dun dun, dun that
sorry.
I've been looking for.
Okay, my bad. Hang on. I got that for you. Yeah. The former Mrs. DJz is pregnant.
What?
Yeah. I had a lot of feelings about it. So I know that's why I say I thought that I had shared with you guys. I knew that I didn't right away because I was like having to process. But yeah, I guess I never circled back on that. That one, yeah, no, that effed me up for a minute. No, it's not mine.
That's wild.
No,
that would F anybody up for more than a minute.
Yeah, it had me messed up for a minute. Is it her husband's? No, she's not married. So.
Wait.
Yeah.
I made you pregnant, DJz. It wasn't me.
No, you stupid dumb bear.
I'm calling.
That's not how getting pregnant works. There's so many reasons.
Yeah, no, it took me a minute. I had to process for a little bit. Chris said if it's not
big right there, that's impressively large.
Here's the thing, Chris. All right, I don't know if you're new to the community or how long you've been around, but welcome. I appreciate you being here. Let me give you a little 30-second backstory on my life. He said if it's not yours, it shouldn't really spin you around. So we were together for 15 years, and then she called it quits, and it was not what I wanted. So I was turned about that, and I was never able, I was able eventually, but it took me a long time. I was really effed up about it. And then now this, now I knew that she had this new boyfriend. What's that? I knew she had a boyfriend, and I knew that, that was a thing. But, yeah, no, I mean, this is a different thing, right? Like, this is a bigger thing. And so, yeah. No, I mean, it just messed with me a little bit. It's fine. It's not. You guys' timing tonight is just.
That is absolutely wild. 2 for 2 on the sticker parties, you guys.
Yeah, you guys, your timing tonight is impeccable.
Well,
you're the best. Give me hugs and kisses.
We'll be back in a minute. I'm going to go throw up in the trash can, and DJz is going to wipe his tears. We'll be right back.
Chris, you know what? I relate. You say my first marriage was 15 years as well, and it ended badly. Now I hope she lives her best life without me. Here's the thing. I've got all of her.
There you go.
I can't. She's always going to be involved. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've got kids. So I can't just ignore that forever. So.
No, this absolutely affects your life.
Well, yeah. Yes. I wonder about how Oliver's going to handle it.
Exactly.
So, and that's really my only concern now. I think I had a moment, maybe a moment kind of like Macrack says. I had issues. My ex-wife got pregnant after she told me she never wanted kids. You know, like that's a gut punch, right? That's a gut punch.
That's
also.
a major FU right there.
Yeah, that's a tough one, you know. So for me, it's I don't know. I don't know why I was upset about it, to be honest with you. Because I had accepted the fact that we would never reconcile. And I also have accepted and realized that my life is better now. Okay? Like, honestly, I feel like even my relationship with her is better not having the stressors of real life. We co-parent better today than we did 3 years ago. So I can recognize through lots and lots of therapy that I am in a better place. All right? Like, I am in a better place. I am better off. My life is
you're not
better.
missing out on anything here.
No. As a matter of fact, I'm traveling more. I'm visiting you guys more. I'm getting to see my friends more. I've been to Griffin's house. I'm going to conventions. I'm going on cruises. I'm doing stuff with my own kids that I've never been able to do. I told you guys the story about the jet skis, 2 years ago, like, and the parasailing. That's just stuff that we never got to do, and now we get to do it. I am in a better place. It just kind of came as a shock, and maybe it was that kind of maybe it was that final note of finality. Maybe, I don't know. I haven't fully processed why I felt bad about it. I just knew that, like, I don't know. Maybe it was that note of finality. And even though I can convince myself that I'm better off and that I, don't want to reconcile and that my life is better now, maybe somewhere deep in the recesses of my mind, I guess I thought that could still be a possibility, and now I know it can't. I don't know. I honestly don't know why it messed with me, but it did. It did, and I had to deal with it. So that's why I didn't share it with you guys right up front, but I thought I had circled back around on that, but maybe I didn't. But yeah, that's okay. The word that was used in the chat once somewhere, it was mourning. It's relationship mourning. There he is, Omicron. And I agree. I mean, even years after the fact, you still have that mourning moment when something happens. And hypothetically, it's a lot of things. Somebody dies. Can you imagine that? Yeah.
Somebody moves on and gets remarried. Imagine that. Somebody has a baby. I mean, there's a million reasons that cause you to mourn a past relationship.
Yeah.
But then you usually bounce back, as you appear to have done. So this is normal.
Yeah,
I would have felt the same
fine.
way.
I feel fine. And like I said, I'm not upset about it now. That's why I kind of shared with you. But for a minute. I was a little bit twisted about it. Yeah. So I was a little bit twisted about it at first. But anyway, completely unrelated to that, I'm not going to do a bonus stream tomorrow because I'm going to go have dinner and drinks. All right. So I'm going to go have dinner and drinks tomorrow. And then Tarpy, just as we're looking ahead to the schedule, Thursday, I believe it is our intent to do a show. Friday, I will not because we made the playoffs.
Yay!
All right, so Noah's team made the playoffs. So we'll do a show Thursday. Will not be a show Friday. We're gonna be in game 1 of playoff season. Saturday. Does anybody remember what Saturday is? No bonus stream Saturday. Saturday is Mrs. Boss's 16-year-old birthday party. Is this coming Saturday? So no show Friday, no show Saturday. Sunday.
Please expand on why you can't be here because of that birthday party for those people that weren't here for the previous explanation.
I am DJing.
That just sounds bad.
I am DJing my boss's 16-year-old teenage daughter's sweet 16 birthday party.
Have you settled on a price for compensation yet?
No. As a matter of fact, the last conversation dude, I got to be honest with you. This is an uncomfortable conversation. All right. First of all, I have an amazing job. I have an incredible boss. so it feels weird asking for money, even though it's for a service, right? This is why I told her I didn't want to do it in the first place. I don't like crossing these worlds. I don't like that she watches my channel. I don't like that her kids watch my channel. I don't like that because real life shouldn't bleed over into this. All right? I don't like that. So, but we don't always get what we want, right? So anyway, I have a great job and I have a great boss and everything is great. So I feel a little bit awkward. She tells me she wants me to DJ this party for her teenage daughter who wants me to and by the way, I had successfully said no. I talked
yourself back into it, didn't you?
No, it wasn't me. I was able to tell Mrs. Boss no. I held out for like 2 months. You know what did it?
What did it? Crucito.
Just don't pull a Scopely and change the price mid-set. That's what I'm going to do. Halfway through, I'm going to be like, sorry, this now costs 13 times more. That's right, Omicron. That's right, Omicron. The daughter asked.
Oh, man. The daughter. And you know what? I met the daughter. I met Mrs. Doss and Mrs. Boss Jr., and the daughter is very sweet. I would also DJ that party.
Yeah.
And you're not going to get paid for it. What are you going to do?
I don't expect that I'm probably going to get paid for it. I'm not going to say anything because, she's done so much for me, And
yeah, and it's her sweet 16. The kid's a great kid. Sweet kid.
Is, you know what? For being, from
affluence.
Yeah. She is incredibly grounded. She's a very good kid. A very good kid.
Very kind.
Anyway, this is what did it. She sent me, I think I've actually shared this with you guys before. I can't find it. It's way back in
Webster Sponge makes an excellent point. You can steal the leftovers. You can bring all the flowers home with you. You just raid and pillage that party.
Well, I'll tell you, she sent me She sent me a screen. Yes, I am. That is, I told him that was going to happen. She sent me a screenshot between her and her daughter. And it was completely unsolicited. I did not get the pretty please, Cruzito. I got a screenshot of a message from the daughter to Mrs. Boss that said, please, Mom, get this done. All I want is for him to come and DJ my party.
Oh, man. You can't. That's very, very nice to be wanted.
Please, Mom, lock this down. All I want is for him to come and DJ my party.
Wow. What a sweet thing.
Danny says it was a setup. Yeah, I believe that, Danny. I believe
setup.
I believe that. Honestly, I do believe that. But in the off chance that it's not, I can't disappoint the daughter. That's right. So matters, you say someone's a Studio B fan. See, this is why I don't like to cross the streams. Okay? Yes, I do believe that. I believe that her and her friends have seen Studio B and they like it. And
now there's some clout associated with having the Studio B streamer at the birthday party.
They probably don't know very many Twitch streamers. So, yeah, that might be...
You're kind of a big deal.
Anywho. So, yeah, that is Saturday. I am involved in hosting this Sweet 16 birthday party. Danny says, do I need security? I don't know. I don't think so. I hope not. But anyway, so that'll be Saturday. Sunday, Tarpy, is, just in case, people don't always remember this, all right? But it is weekend number 2 of the ARC, which means we do not do a pod on Sunday. All right. But we will stream on Sunday, and it will likely be a little STSC, and then maybe we'll transition into a promo game or something like that. All right.
That's a new rule. That's never been a rule.
I haven't done a week 2 podcast in the ARC for probably most of this year. And I actually went back and checked. And I didn't realize that had become a pattern.
That's because you don't do Sunday podcasts for most of the year.
No, I have, though.
I'm going with Griffin on this one.
We have done over 50% Sundays this year. But for whatever reason, week 2 is not a Sunday that we've done hardly at all. So I'm adopting it as policy.
Okay. Perfect.
Okay. Yep. I am adopting it as precedent. It's been an entire year. I haven't changed the events on you guys in a year. Okay. The scoring has always been the same. All right. I'm just now verifying the cadence. Okay. It's an established mechanic at this point.
So you're following precedent.
Yeah.
Instead of breaking precedent.
Correct. Yes.
Well, he broke precedent to be able to follow it, right?
What do you want, Plankton?
Drippy Biddle.
Thank you, Lustin. Yes, I am going to play the Drippy Biddle at the birthday party. All right, I am. And no, I can't stream it because they're minors. All right, I'm not even going to go down. I'd have to get parental consent, all this stuff. So no, I'm not streaming that party.
Made up rule. You could have the camera pointed at you, and
no, but they're they will absolutely come around. They will absolutely. The daughter already told me that she wants me to teach her how to scratch.
Oh wow!
So no, there's going to be people around the back of the table. I'm not going to be. I can't have any cameras up. I'd have to get consent forms and all this stuff. I'm not interested in doing all that.
Boy.
I might record it. I might record the audio and then let you guys, and then upload it to Studio B. I'm okay with doing something like that. Okay.
Well, you could also go live with just the audio.
That's true. I hadn't thought about that. I could potentially do something like that. Let me think about that, because I also can't stream the mic. I don't know if that's going to work, because there's probably going to be a point where I stop music, where they sing, happy birthday or something. I've already been told I've got to play a couple of slow songs, which is just going to destroy my soul. You don't go to a club and you play slow songs? What? Slow songs. God.
Slow song, schmo song.
Stupid. Okay? So... yeah, Neon says, don't make things complicated. Just enjoy the day. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'll just not. So there's not going to be anything Saturday. No Studio B, no stream. Sunday we'll come back and we'll see what we feel like doing. It might be STFC. It may not be. We'll see. Okay. So we'll see what happens.
Sunday.
Thursday pod. Thursday pod. Then Sunday chill stream with whatever we decide to do. Okay. And that's the weekend schedule for now.
Junior does want to go 1v1 against Oliver in Fortnite and kick the living crap out of him.
Ooh, this sounds fun. I think you and I should play also. We should do like 2v2, like squads, duos, and yeah.
No. Me, not a challenge, but Junior, he's got talent.
I'm sure he does, which is why he needs to handicap himself by you being on his team.
Oh, perfect. That might be accurate.
Hey, what's happening in 10 days?
In 10 days, we will be in Chicago.
Well, or will we? Because my flight's been canceled by Delta. So I've got to find another flight to take.
No.
I got an email about that.
No.
Yep.
I haven't checked mine. Really? Why are they canceling flights 10 days out?
Well, there's this little thing called the government shutdown where 10% of the flights have been.
Yeah, but that's over. That's over.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
But DJ, all of those people that were working and weren't getting paid now can actually go on furlough and on vacation, and they will get paid and they don't have to go to work. So all those air traffic controllers that were on the clock now have 40 days of vacation that they're going to take.
Wait, I'm confused. 40 days of vacation?
No, Putz is over exaggerating, but it is an issue. So we'll have to see.
Well, then,
I will simply need to find another flight because my particular flight has been canceled. That's all.
Well, let me look at my flight. Make sure my flight's still good.
But that's exactly how government contractors work. If you are deemed essential, but you're not getting paid, which is what the controllers were, they basically bank their hours. And once they start getting paid again, you basically are not allowed to work until you've earned that money that you've already worked for.
They don't just lump it up into a check and pay you?
No, because some of them do, but for most of the part, if you worked 120 hours not paid, then when they start paying you again, you get to go and not work for 120 hours and then come back to work.
Why can't I just get paid for the 120 hours?
It's an 18-hour drive.
Why can't I just get paid for the 120 hours and then keep working and get like a Christmas bonus check? Wait, Putz, Chad is telling you that you're pretty much entirely wrong on this. So I don't know. Maybe that's your experience with your industry and education, but we got government workers out here that are pretty much just like, yeah, that's not right. Nonetheless, it looks like my flight is still good. So I will still be I will still be seeing you, Mr. Jules, at 10:42 a.m. on whatever day that is.
So
on Friday?
You up from the airport. Is that what's happening?
No, I can Uber. Where Tarpy, have we where are we? Did we ever book that room? Do we know where we're sleeping, or are we all just crashing on Jules's couch?
This is the one where I thought there was the
wasn't there an Airbnb? Right? There was an Airbnb, right?
We have an Airbnb.
Okay, good. I probably need to know about that then, and send somebody some money, I guess. But yeah, as of now, it looks like my flight is still good. My flight hasn't changed, so.
So we do. I booked it. It's fine. I've been trying to send you the guest link, but Airbnb has been stupid. So
I'll just send you cash. It's fine.
That's fine. Venmo me.
Either way, I am very excited for you all to be here, and I just wanted to throw the invite out for anybody else who's in the local area to come meet us at Short Fuse Brewery on Friday night at 7 p.m. local time for a community meetup.
Absolutely. We're going to have a good time. There's going to be karaoke involved and lots of booze, and Jules is going to do fun Klingon games with sharp daggers. And
there will be punch and pie
at a brewery.
And there will be
yes.
I actually found another gift for Jules Verne. I sent it to him. I don't know if it's going to arrive in time. I don't know if it's actually going to show up in time, but thanks to whoever sent this over to me. Pretty excited about presenting him with this. This is another one of those very clever. And by the way, I want you to look at the size of this mug as well. All right, when you look at her hand,
it's quite large.
When you look at her hand there, and you look at the
large
size of this mug in comparison to those 4 fingers right there, this is quite a girthy mug. All right, that's going to hold at least 2 cans of soup. All right,
oh, big one right there. But that's impressively large.
Yeah, it's a girthy.
It is girthy.
It's
got a large opening.
Yeah, it's a girthy mug. All right. So anyway, so yeah, thanks to whoever shipped that in.
Are you flying into O'Hare or Midway?
Today?
I am flying into. I'm pretty sure it is O'Hare. ORD. Isn't that O'Hare? ORD. Yeah.
That's good because the whole convention center, everything is like right outside of O'Hare. So.
That's
were
where
we meant to get tickets for the convention?
No, I didn't do that.
We're not going to the convention?
I don't think you're going to have a problem getting tickets.
Oh.
You're not going to have a problem getting tickets. I don't think they're sold out yet. Let me check.
Okay. Perfect. Is Jules Verne going to the convention?
I am. I'm going to go on Saturday only because I got kids. Kids want to do things. But yeah,
are we going to hang out with your kids?
Saturday convention day.
Do we get to hang out with your kids? I want to meet baby Jules.
Yeah.
All right,
You
fantastic.
at least meet one of them.
All right, that's superb. So
excellent.
Yeah. No, I have no idea whose hand that is, Benny Hill. All right.
Is that who you're going to coffee with tomorrow night?
No. No, it's not. Anyway, are we done?
I mean, we haven't even talked about the game, but I suppose so.
The hell?
What
We
game?
spent two hours talking about the game. What are you talking about? We haven't talked
we
about
spent
the
2
game.
hours talking about how to run and how not to run a business, a customer-facing business.
A video
This
game?
was a business class.
Oh, you want the Marvel money update? Okay. See, this is why it causes me second guesses, people, because Scopely's not all evil. All right, look at this. Look at this right here.
Well, they didn't make Marvel Strike Force. They bought it.
That's fine. They bought STFC too. Maybe we've been looking in the wrong place this whole time.
I'm telling you, yes.
Yeah, maybe so. Here we go. After roughly 2.5 days, we are at $1,434.
Wow, that's crazy.
This is grind. This is straight up grind. We have had, it looks like 8 people or 8 packs that have been purchased. So a couple of people are spending a little bit of money, which is great. But I mean, really, truthfully, look at this grind. All right, look, we've had one player. This, by the way, these are new. Okay, one player has already reached level 50. Now, let me tell you something. That's
amazing.
Grind. Okay, that is grind. If you are interested here, I'll pop it up on your screen. This is the QR code if you want to download and join the game. The campaign has 10 days, 17 hours. Now, be warned, okay? Yes, Wham! I'm obviously not going to read your comments, brother. Okay? I can't read that. I'm ignoring you on purpose. Yes, your chat is showing. I can't read that. Okay?
Oh, wow. Well, I mean, he's not wrong, to be fair.
He's not wrong. I just can't read that. Okay? Anyway, this is a totally inappropriate conversation. I can't. Okay? Anyway.
No. We're not talking about the kid. We're talking about the grown-up, right?
Yes.
That says Miss, not Mrs.
Oh, well, wrong.
Obviously, he's talking
salutation.
about Mrs. Okay? We're dropping this conversation. Anyway.
Yeah, we are. Totally.
Anyway, this game is also a Scopely product, but we are taking 100% of their proceeds and throwing it into the Christmas Angel Fund. There's the link. Chala asked for the QR code. I can't control it. It pops up when it wants to pop up. But I just put the link in chat, so you can click that if you'd like to do it. Thank you, Paneb. Thank you, Chala. Appreciate that. Vic, congratulations on reaching level 20. That is fantastic. So here are the complete statistics. Here's how you do it. We got 10 days, 17 hours left in the campaign. If you join the campaign, you click the link, you come in, you can set your username and all that stuff so you can control what it shows on the screen. So here are all of the different monetization metrics for this campaign. We had to have 40 people download the game. We did that. We had to have 40 people hit level 2. We've done that. We had to have 40 people hit level 5. We've done that. Level 10, level 20, level 30, 40, 50, 60, and 70. Now, I'm going to point out, 70 feels like it's probably either stupendously grindy or not possible. All right. I will point out that we do have at least one of our new campaign players have already hit level 50. Okay, so that's great. But I look at this like a Kobayashi Maru. It is a phone game, Danny. It is a 14-day campaign. We're already a couple days in. There's 10 days, 17 hours left, Vic. It is only on mobile. Even if you play on emulator, let me be very clear about this. Even if you download and play on emulator, it will not count. They have been very, very specific that any and all activations must come from a mobile device. I don't know why, but it has to. Okay, it's probably because of the monetization stuff. It's got to go through the app stores. In other words, you cannot use
tablet's
BlueStacks.
fine, swag.
Yeah, tablet's fine, but you can't use BlueStacks, can't use the Windows Google emulator, can't do that. It's got to be on a mobile device. Anyway, I look at this kind of like a Kobayashi Maru, right? Like maybe you're not going to hit level 70, but if you hit level 30, that's still some progress, right? And every single one of these decades is monetary progress. The way I describe this is your grind is being translated directly into cash, which is crazy cool. It does have to be a new account, but your grind is being translated into donations for the Christmas Angel Fund because we're putting 100% into the campaign. So we did this math the other night, Griffin. If you did grind out to level 70, completely free to play, $65 are being dropped in your name to the Christmas Angel Fund, which is incredible. $65.
That is great.
Now, it gets better, okay? It gets better because if you did decide that you wanted to spend a couple of bucks because you're enjoying the game, all right? And by the way, you don't have to. You definitely don't have to, okay? But if you did, if you buy a $10 pack, they put $20 into the Christmas Angel Fund. Let me say that again. If you spend $10 in the game, you get the contents of your $10 pack. But they're also going to put $20 into the Christmas Angel Fund.
That's great.
Up to a max of $800 on that one alone. Basically, up to 40 people. If 40 people spend on a $5 to $10 pack, they're going to put $20 in for up to 40 people who do that. Then they've got another bracket. If somebody spends between $11 and $15, they're going to put $30 in. Okay? And they cap it at 40 there. And then they've got one over here. If you buy a $20 or higher pack, they'll put $40 in at a cap of 40 people. So
that's great.
This is crazy. Omicron, that's what's so funny about it. If you want to cost Scopely money, buy packs. Doesn't that sound ridiculous, right? At the same time, we're a community of min-maxers. And the money, you know what I'm saying? Like if you wanted to give $50 to the Christmas Angel Fund, well, I might suggest you spend 20 here and 15 there and 10 there. There's $45, and you're going to put 90 into the Christmas Angel Fund. You know, which is kind of wild. So, Hercules, there it is, right there. Hercules just hit 40. There it is. See, it takes a second to hit the
Good job, Herc.
Now, Q-Dog says, but what happens when they adjust the payout from $20 due to $2 for a typo?
Oh, man. Well, it was always $2. Don't worry, pal.
Well, it's a good question. All right. Here's the thing. I don't know. I can't really answer that
We've gone
question.
far enough.
Yeah,
We've gone far enough.
I'm not going to really answer that question. Anyway, now, do be careful. You say $5 pack, Moth. I have not found a $5 pack. They're $4.99, which doesn't count. They're $19.99, which doesn't count as a $20 pack. So, you know, do be at least aware of that. $4.99 does not equal $5, okay? So, and everything I've seen in their store has been $.99, okay? So, Lord of Chaos says Scopely will write it off as charity, so you're not really costing them anything. That's a common misconception. You know, like when business owners are said, oh, well, you can just write it off on your taxes. That's still cash flow, right? You still don't have that money. You may not have to pay taxes on it, but it's not like the money's just like doesn't count. You know,
it's not free money.
It's not free money. So you do cost them money. Yes, and actually, Chaos, they're not writing it off as charity. They're paying me. I am actually the one writing it off as charity. All right. Marvel Strike Force is paying Talking Trek. That was our decision. We are going to donate 100% of the proceeds. No, they're paying me. All right. But they will mark it as a marketing expense, but they're still paying the money. So it's an expense, you know. People understand business, understand how it works, but they are. Anyway, nonetheless, we've dedicated, look, there's 14, it just went up. See that? $1,442 now. We have pledged 100% of the progress of this campaign to the Christmas Angel Fund. So if you have felt like you couldn't do anything this year because your financial situation is tapped, hey, you know what? How about you go play a video game and go grind for 10 more days, because your grind can be turned into actual cash. And that's the beauty.
That's so cool.
That is the beauty of this community. This is why Scopely will never defeat us. This is why we will never go quietly into the night, is because of stuff like this. You guys are too powerful. You're too strong. All right? And I'm proud to be with you. 100%. I will never leave you guys because of how powerful you guys are. This is beautiful. This humbles me. This should humble anybody. Any streamer out there. Anybody. And I don't care how big of a content creator you are. I don't care if you've got 10,000 people watching you. The power of this community is insane, and it should impress anybody. My nose is itching. I'm sorry. It should impress anybody.
Get it.
So this is super awesome and beautiful, and I love you guys for it. So I promise full transparency. There's everything. You guys can see everything. Wham says, I just went 37 and it's not showing. Well, that's because that's not a metric, brother. All right, you got to hit the 40.
40.
By the way, if you're going to do this, okay, there are one or two things you cannot do. You cannot buy, where is it? You cannot buy time heist packs. If you want to count for this campaign, you cannot buy time heist packs. Okay?
DJs, we have the level 50 player right here in our chat.
Oh, Mossy says I'm the level 50. Well, good for you, dude. I mean, that is an incredible grind. I can't believe you've already hit level 50. That's insane, man. In 3 days, less than 3 days.
Yeah, it's nuts.
DJ
Good
Vlad
job.
says the QR takes me to Stream Elements. That's correct. Stream Elements is the marketing agency that's paying me for this. So you go to a Stream Elements landing page where you have to like link your Twitch and your Apple iOS account or your Google Play account, and you choose your screen name, and then it'll link you into the App Store, sending that metadata in, and that's how it connects to our stream. I know it's a little bit confusing, but that is a Stream Elements. That is a Stream Elements thing. All right, that is correct. Stream Elements is the marketing company that's paying us. So anyway, if you are going to spend money in the game, do not buy time heist packs. Wham says to say again why 37 is not showing, because they only show the decades, brother. They're only going to show the decades over here. They're only going to show the milestones. So they show an install, they show level 2, then 5, then 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. So if you hit 37, it's not going to show up. It would have showed up when you hit 30, and then it'll show up again when you hit 40. All right. So, yep. Matt says can't find that game in the store. You got to use the link. If you don't use the link, then you may not.
It won't even count. Don't go searching for it.
Yeah, don't go searching for it. You have to use our link. It's pinned in the chat. Go up to the top and click it. As a matter of fact, let me show you what it looks like when you click it. I'm going to do this so it doesn't.
Please hold.
Yeah,
just not doxing ourselves for the
sure.
13th time this year.
Yeah. So this is what it'll look like. All right. This is exactly it. It takes you to a Stream Elements page. You can scan the QR and it'll take you to your app store. Right here. This is where if you click this button and you scan it, then it shows your screen name over here, which you've seen on the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. But if you want it to say a player has done this, then you click here to stay anonymous. Okay. So that's how that works. All right. But yeah, you just scan that code and it links up to your play account. Wham says, I'm only concerned because nothing is shown, but I'll keep pushing for the kids. It also doesn't show stuff that's happened off air, right? Like, I tell you what, hang on a second. That may not be completely accurate. I may actually be able to show you something here. Hang on. When do you think you hit level 30? Because it does show me a sponsor feed. For example, I can replay this. That's where Matters reached level 30. He did it 2 hours ago. I could do, so I can, right here. Here you go, buddy. Replay activity.
Oh, so you're counting.
Yeah.
I knew you were counting.
There you are, right there. Wham, I just replayed yours. 14 hours ago, you hit level 35. Congratulations to you. See, it's in there. I've got a log.
Yay.
It shows me everything. I can see everybody who's on everything. So, like for example, I can see this one right here. A player purchased an $11 to $15 pack, so they were one of the ones that counted. And that's, by the way, what it looks like when it's anonymous, if you don't put your name in. So, yeah, they send me a log of everything. I can see everything, and that's cool. Look here. Oh man, Mossy, you may not be the only one. Fisty reached level 50 as well.
Good job, Iron Fister.
Wow, Fisty.
Making it happen for the kids.
That worries me because didn't we say that there was only 150 in here? And if Fisty was the one, then maybe yours didn't count. Let me look. I'm going to go through and look. Have you ever played the game before? Because it's only on new installs. Oh, Mossy, I don't see another 50. But DM me your in-game name, and I'll send it in because I can send in for exceptions. I don't want you to think it's not going to count. It'll totally count. I just got to send it in.
Perfect.
Oh, yours was labeled anonymous. Well, either way, I can still investigate those. Yeah, just send it to me in a DM. I can send in exceptions.
Get credit for you.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yep, for sure.
You put in the work. Let's get the money for the kids.
Absolutely, and I think that's what's just kind of wild and crazy and awesome, and it's kind of wild when you look at this. So we've got right here it is. $1,442, 10 days, 17 hours on the clock, and that's the dollar amount. And the fun thing is that the marketing agency is basically tracking everything. Griffin, we have very little to do on this. So, they're keeping track of the payout. When it's all said and done, they're going to send me a check for that amount, and we're just going to forward it on. We're going to sign it straight on over to the Christmas Angel Fund and Monroe
I
Carroll.
love it.
So,
I think I was wrong with my earlier hypothesis before we go. You know how I said that Scopely must be doing fantastic for them to put so little focus on the PX experience?
Uh-huh.
I mean, this is alarming. I am currently the 20th most powerful player in the world of this damn game. If that doesn't tell you, where'd everyone go? I am getting close to catching Canine Tooth. Only name that I recognize above me. That shouldn't be that way. The fact that I'm even in the top 100 is a 4-alarm fire.
I don't
Just
know.
saying.
You spend a lot.
Not as much as you might think.
Wham says, I'm actually concerned how much this game works compared to STFC. That's what I'm saying. Like, this is not necessarily a Scopely problem. Right. It's the studio problem. This is Digit as compared to whoever built Marvel Strike Force. But yeah, the game works pretty daggone well. Like I said, I've probably played it for 14, 15 hours, and it's crashed one time on me, on a mobile
same thing
phone.
With Monopoly Go. That's a solid game.
Yeah, it is.
Same thing with Stumble Guys. That works great
Stumble
on
Guys
any platform
never, I have. It's never crashed on me. Stumble Guys is like the most reliable thing I've ever seen. It's fun.
I agree.
It's actually, and they've got great properties. They're like Fortnite. They always have fun property. They've had Mr. Beast in their game and all this stuff. So, yeah. Anubis says, did it crash because you were also doing an outpost in a different client, but it's only happening to you, DJ? Probably. That's probably possible. And no, I'm pretty sure Marvel Strike Force has been out just as long as STFC has been. Let's see, Marvel Strike.
Yeah, it's been around forever. I thought you have a channel for it in your Discord?
No, that was Future Revolutions. As a matter of fact, Marvel Strike Force is 8 months older than STFC. It was launched in March of 2018.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's 8 months older than STFC.
Well, there you have it.
There you have it. And who runs it? What studio runs it?
Well, you can Google that.
Fox. Damn, I didn't
Never
know
heard of them.
Fox? I remember Fox Next. They wasn't this the actual video to get a division of Fox Universal or Fox Studios or whatever, like the actual film studio Fox. Not Disney now. Not Disney now, Clark. So yeah, Disney bought Fox, the film side of it, not before they spun off the video game side of it. All right. So the game was developed by the Los Angeles-based studio called Fox Nest Games. The Los Angeles-based studio was known as Aftershock, and then published by Fox Next Games in partnership with Marvel Games, later to be acquired by Scopely. So the publisher was Fox Next. The developer was Aftershock, which was acquired by Fox Next. So, yeah, all these companies, they also have Scrabble Go. That's right. All these companies just buy and sell each other. That's all it is. As a matter of fact, one might argue that Marvel Strike Force has been more profitable than STFC in its lifetime. In its first year, Marvel Strike Force generated a whopping $150 million in mobile sales.
Wow.
That might be more than STFC. What was STFC's? Weren't they only like 50 or 60 million? STFC global sales year one. Okay, Star Trek Fleet Command generated 100 million in its first year.
In the first year.
Yeah, so really Marvel Strike Force outperformed it by 50%. Throwing that out there.
Not too bad.
Wow. 10 million a month in player spending in its first year.
It's pretty good.
Wonder what they are now. STFC global sales year 7.
Oh no.
Just curious. All right. AI doesn't have an answer. Let's go to year 6. Not publicly available.
Year 5?
Year 5 would have been 20. Year 5 would have been 2023, and annual earnings or annual revenue was 48 million. That was year 5. Nothing for year 6 or 7. I mean, that's fair. We're still in year 7. Surprised year 6 is not available.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, Clark says, was STFC broken in the first year? No, really wasn't. There wasn't any content. It was just a sandbox, man. You just mined. You killed Reds. There weren't armadas. There weren't
that was
star
the original
bases.
purpose of the game.
Yeah, that was it. It was resource gathering, man. You mined, you progressed, you built. That was literally
That's what I'm
it.
saying. This client has fulfilled its initial purpose.
Yeah. Armadas didn't launch until a year in. Broken Wolf says no PvP. As a matter of fact, the only PvP that existed, I mean, you could PvP. The only PvP that really existed was in raid defense, like raid combat.
And mining. Mining is dangerous.
Yeah. Yeah. Mining and raiding. That was a big thing. Now, there were bugs. Don't get me wrong. Wardod says there were a lot of bugs in year 1. Yeah, and there were. But none of them to the extent of what we see here, and a lot of things were fixed within a day or two. Like, it was much faster response, but the game was much simpler. You got to think about how many researches exist in the game today as compared to year 1. Mm-hmm. I bet we have increased the number of buffs by 200x compared to what was here in year 1.
Oh, easily. More.
Well, let's look at the event store. Right after we're done looking at my Crenshaw.
You've proven your point. This would be a good olive branch opportunity for you to simply recall that ship and move on.
You know what? Fine. What if they want to look at it? What if they want to look at the engineering?
We have hours of it on stream with you complaining.
What if they want to see the engineering?
They will be able to. They live in perpetuity. Just recall your ship.
Done.
There. I'm very proud of you.
Anyway, looking at the research tree, Galaxy research did not exist. Or did it? Maybe it did. I think you had combat and station. Was there a Galaxy tree? You know what? I know how I can tell this. Let me go look at my 404 account. Where is it? Yoo-hoo. Where's my 404 account?
Brett David's Pumpkins does say a Galaxy was added later.
I thought it was. Yeah. So it starts with station
Just
and
combat
combat.
and station.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, where's my 404 account? It's missing.
404, not found. Get it? I am not a bad influence, Forgotten Sect. I am a peacekeeper.
I love that little dancing pumpkin guy.
Who doesn't? No, Agonor, if you already had an old account, you're donezo. It has to be a new install only. So you cannot participate in the Marvel promotion. But thank you for trying.
I do appreciate you trying, man. That's very kind of you. But yeah, it does need to be a new account. I'm very curious as to where my 404 account is. God bless it.
404 account not found. Error 404.
What happens if I double click this? I'm going to get off my screen. I don't think this is going to work.
Not with that attitude.
Oh, no.
What?
There's something.
Matt says, don't forget my VIP.
Yeah,
okay.
I have to run as another user, but I have to. Remember how we had to redirect the launcher to run updates?
Yeah.
The games had updates, so I've got to go in and redirect my launcher to the new game path. All right, I can do this.
Wardon speculates that you've been archived for lack of logins.
I have not been archived. I actually played it some the other night because I was pissed off at my main account. I'll show them. I'll show them.
Man.
I'm going to go play their game somewhere else.
That'll teach them.
That'll learn them. Where's my launcher?
Savage Darkness accurately says you can simply copy and paste the correct files into your other instance.
Really?
Yeah.
No, run as a different user does not load my launcher because of the way I created my account. I actually execute Prime. I don't have a second instance of the launcher installed. I could if somebody could help me duplicate that, but I don't have it. I've only got the one launcher, which is weird. I don't understand how that happened, but I do only have one launcher. It just goes to let's see.
There are reports of new scoring updates in the in-game news. You two that are saying that, you're talking about the one from earlier this evening, right?
Yeah.
There's nothing new at this time of night.
Yeah. We already know about that. Made a lot of people.
We have already vented.
Made a lot of people very happy with that one. It sure did.
Clark, he does not need to close his main account. If you do that, the terrorists win. This is what I don't get about you guys. Oh, I'm just going to show them. What do you think you're doing showing them? You're not showing them anything. You're literally not showing them.
No. I think he's telling me to close my main account so I can open the second launcher. Relax, man. Relax, bro. Relax, man. He's telling me I got to close the one window so I can redirect the launcher to the new window.
My bad.
Chill, bro. That's so funny.
That's
oh,
funny.
man. All right. Now, I am struggling to find my second instance here, to be honest with you. Wait, what is this? I don't see run as another user on my machine now for some reason.
I think Lord of Scaron just flipped me off with my own emoji.
You were pretty fussy there for a second. I mean, that was intense there, brother.
Coming. Oh, I'm fussy?
No, I'm just saying.
You ran a broken mechanic for nearly 24 hours to stand on principle, and I'm fussy?
Yeah. Yeah. Let me see.
Very fussy. I kill you, says. Broken Wolf flips me off again. Wow.
I don't remember. Oh, God. I don't remember how to change where this application points to for the update. What a... Oh, wait. I do remember. See, I haven't done this in a month or two. I've been playing actually on my phone. What I have to do is go into the launcher and then change... Under settings, I have to change its update path, right? Nope. I don't remember how to do this. How did we do this? I genuinely don't remember how to do this.
Why are you doing this again?
I have to...
Buddy, we already know that Galaxy was at it later. It's okay.
Well, no, now I just want to remember how to load my account. I had a shortcut for it. It's gone.
Well, I just got Porky Pigged.
If I'd done it right the first time, wouldn't be a problem. Yeah, I guess. Can I just copy it? Can I copy the launcher file?
Savage Darkness did send you instructions in a private direct message if you want some assistance.
So I have created a whole nother folder with the community mod and everything. The problem is I've got to get to the launcher to run the update. And I've only got one launcher. I've already got two different accounts. I've run them both on this screen before. It's just a matter of getting the client updated, and I don't remember exactly how to do that.
Luke Sr. asks, is this the place to vent about COTA scoring? It is. However, we did that for an hour and a half. If you want to hear a really good one, just watch the replay.
Yeah, Griffin was super pissed about it.
Oh, you were super pissed about it. I was super pissed that you were super pissed. And I was double super pissed about how the whole thing went down from our friends at you know where.
Yeah.
Just do the right thing.
Just do the right thing.
But unfortunately, what the right thing is appears to be in question, which I don't understand.
Shouldn't be.
There's a big cultural disconnect there.
All right. Well, listen, I'm going to figure this out another night because I just realized it's almost midnight. And
yes, sir.
We've been on over 3 hours, and I wasn't planning on doing 3 hours. I was planning on doing 2 hours. And I made a bunch of people mad.
You did say that.
Made a bunch of people mad.
No need to make anybody mad. I remain available for you tomorrow should you seek legal representation. Simply,
I think I made Mord mad. He hasn't chatted anymore. I think he left.
Who?
Mord. I think I made him mad.
Yeah, you were having it out. You were having it out with Mord.
I think I. Oh, Mord apologized. I didn't see it, but yeah, no, I think I upset him. I didn't see. Did he? Well, I apologize.
You had a good one on with Mord.
Oh, wait, just 4 minutes ago? He's here? He's still here? Well, good. Mord, I also apologize. I didn't want to upset you, but yeah, I apologize also. I didn't realize he was still here. Well, that's great. I'm glad he is still here. I thought he left.
That is great.
I love you, boy. Listen, we don't have to always agree. That's okay. Like, it would be boring if everybody always agreed.
What a revelation. Yeah. Wow. We're allowed to have different opinions on stuff.
I know. It's crazy. So yeah, no, that's fine. I'm glad you're not upset because I thought I upset you. I didn't want to do that because I respect you and I love your content and I love your thought process. So I wanted to make sure and acknowledge that. He is a super smart guy. I agree with that. He's almost he might be as analytical as Cruzito. Is Cruzito leaving? Good night. Happy Veterans Day. Thank you all for your service. Absolutely good point. Thank you, everybody. Regardless of nationality, thank you for your unselfish dedication and noble sacrifice to whatever it is that you served, whether it's here at home or abroad or whatever you have done. So thank you. Thank you to everybody. Yeah, it's a good call out. Thank you for that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you.
I Kill You says, I didn't apologize to you either. I'm pretty sure you owe me like 30 apologies, man. How many times have you killed my ships without provocation? Huh? Huh?
Hey, it's all in the game.
Huh?
Sorry.
Huh?
Sorry. Nope. He apologizes for nothing.
Huh? He says, I had it coming. That's true. It's true. All right, guys. I think that's
you,
good
Victor.
for tonight. I think that's good for tonight. Anybody have anything else that they want to ask real quick? Any questions? Or anything that I can answer for you super quick before we go?
Nope.
Might call it right there. Get eviscerated, David.
Mwah. Mwah. You're the best.
David.
Mwah. Give me
David.
kisses.
Tony Pie. Wait, Tony Pie,
Jason
are you
V-neck.
stuck too? Are you stuck too? Oh, yours worked. When was this sent? What are the timestamps on this? Because this looks like it was like 10 hours after maintenance. So you're, that. So in all fairness, clearly this happened because of maintenance. Had to have been. Murphy is your question. What's up? Get eviscerated, David.
David.
I don't even know what that sound is from, but I love it. What is that from, anyway?
See, everyone says you should take me when you go to the principal's office.
I don't know if I'll be allowed to do that. I mean, I will certainly ask,
please.
but I don't know if I'll be allowed to do that.
We're a team. We're a team. Are the mining sweeps fixed? I did not get sent home today, so I believe so.
They did,
Are you talking about like the nodes?
Say that they fixed that? Yeah, no, I think they're referring to maybe I'm wrong. Are you guys referring to auto recall? Because they said that they fixed it, and it does appear that is
or the broken nodes. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't mind with you riffraff in the 73 systems anymore, so I couldn't be bothered to tell you if they work or not.
Oh, is that what it is? It's Schitt's Creek. So I know of the show. I know that there's a lot of wonderful, amazing memes from that show. I've never watched it. I know of the show, but I've never watched it. I probably should. I don't want to play this one again. Let's play this one.
Are the mining the Serene Squall research for the mining sweeps?
Oh, remember those primes that you bought for mining Transigen?
Ooh.
They don't work for G7, so it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter anymore. That prime has fulfilled its original purpose.
Its initial purpose.
All right. Thank you to everybody hanging out. My God, there's still now over 300 of you in the live studio audience, and I saw nearly 500 at the heat of my emotion.
They love it when we get mad.
They do.
When we get angry, it draws ratings, pal.
I know they do get very fussy or very happy when I'm mad. I don't understand it. Maj, thank you very much. Enjoy your purple diamond. Appreciate that very much.
Ooh.
Thank you, Maj, for redeeming VIP for a month. We had all kinds of hydrates in there. Clark, Q, Engineering, Dave. Excuse me.
That's
for one
exciting.
moment. I've got a pudding. I gotta change my name very quickly for Dave.
That's perfect. Oh, Neon Light says there was a country song Drippy Biddle redeemed that you didn't do.
No, that was not actually Drippy Biddle redeemed.
Oh.
It was a change my name.
Ah.
Thank you.
Man, I've got to pee again, and I've had 4 ghosts today. I hope I'm going to be all right.
Oh my God, that's too much. Zoidberg, thank you for your VIP for a month. Thank you very much. MJ, thank you. Matt Hatter, I'll give you a joke. Where are my possum jokes? I'll give you a joke real quick, and then we got to go. Got to go. We got ads dropping in 40 seconds, so I'm going to do this and get out of here.
Ugh.
What did the
lioness say to the cub chasing a hunter? What did the lioness say to the cub who was chasing a hunter? A hunter. Stop playing with your food. Oh, man, that's stupid. I thought it was good. MJ, you got you a pink diamond. There you go. You got you a pink diamond.
Yay.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. All right. Mad Hatter didn't like it. You want another one? All right, fine. Aha! All right, this was actually pretty good. Here we go. What is a lion's favorite soccer player?
What is a Lion's favorite soccer player?
Lionel Messi.
Oh, no.
I actually thought that one was very funny. That one made me chuckle.
People are never going to watch us again.
I thought that was good. All right. There you go. You want one more? One more for the road? What's a cat's favorite car?
What is a cat's favorite car?
Cadillac.
I like that one. Save the best for last.
Yeah, there you go. All right, fantastic. All right, guys. Yeah, wait, no, MJ, you don't get to say bah ha 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 and then boo. Yeah, you don't get to do both, okay? You either hated it or you loved it.
But then he throws the tomato.
Yeah, no, you don't get to throw tomatoes.
He leaned heavily into the boo.
Come on, jeez. Yeah, he's in on that one. All right, guys, where are we headed? Let's see, where are we going tonight?
I'm going to go run an outpost myself.
When did I follow Emmy Rue on Twitch? She's showing up in my followed list. She's like one of the biggest female Twitch streamers. Like, she's online right now with 19,000 people. And it's showing up in my favorite list. I don't remember when I did that. Let's see what we got. We got Val Dudes is on. Bafky's on, doing Final Fantasy. Sandy's on, playing Phasmophobia. Samo's on, lamenting Star Trek Fleet Command, it looks like.
Oh, wow.
Oh. All right, you guys want to go see Samo? Let's get it on for Samo. There you go. You guys have a wonderful night. Appreciate y'all.
Good night, everybody.
Have a great time. What's happening? Oh, okay, there we go. Okay. There we go. Buttons pressed. Good night, everybody. Have a good one. My name is UltimatDJz. Oh, Griffin's already gone. He went to pee. That's Griffin. We'll see you this weekend. Bye, guys.